It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, June 17th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Yeah. Carmen,
Yes.
I just want to say thank you again for all those teases.
Oh, you're
I was
welcome.
juicing it up this weekend.
Where's mine? What'd you guys do with mine?
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because I put my order in and kind of Carmen brought it.
There's
You guys
cool
bet-
t-shirts, too.
I bet you guys are all like, oh, Galvin doesn't need these. Freeloader over here.
Spanish.
Grifter went heavy in the box there. Just saying. Heavy-handed.
Grifter went heavy on the box. Oh, Louise.
What a jerk.
Thank you, Carmen. I'll get them back
You're
from Joe.
You're welcome.
No, there's a box right there,
Yeah.
and there's T-shirts and everything. So,
I'm just making observations.
hold on.
Log it in.
And for the 18th time.
Log it out.
Oh, hold on.
Log it in, boss. I'm shaking it, boss. Log it in, boss.
Right.
I'm shaking it.
Oh, can we talk about that for a second?
Cool hand, Luke?
No, close enough. Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
Watched it yesterday on television from the start.
Okay.
Very rarely do you catch it from the start on
All
TV.
right. What do you got?
My wife looked at me and said, I'm putting this on for you because it's Father's Day. And I said,
Oh, nice. I like it.
And I watched it, and they beeped out the word SHI, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm a 52-year-old man who just had to spell it and make a noise while I was
Right.
saying it. I can't believe on pay cable, not HBO or whatever, but like on AMC, which you have to pay to get,
Right.
in 2024, they still have to beep that word out.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like you could dudes can kiss dudes, condom commercials, all these things that they fought over all the years that were all like, that was ridiculous. Why can't you show all that? And still the one thing you can't do is say the S word.
Because it's interesting because I have seen before where a movie will bleep that word out, but then let the F word or something else in. And it's like, that's weird that they would bleep that. Although, you know what it may be also? It just may be that version of it.
Yeah.
You know, they may have played, we played the one where it has the beeps.
Sometimes the time of day, too. Like it was the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It was the middle of the day, but they had no problem showing several attempted gang rapes
Yeah.
in the movie.
Was it when Andy was in the tube? That's what they beeped out?
No. It was a casual conversation that Red was having out in the yard.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't even refer to the poop. He just said the word casually, the S word. I don't give a S.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I can't believe that I can't say that word. I'm going to ask again today if I can say that word. Because I think it's like people don't understand, and comedians always get mad because I could be like, boy, Spanish is a real dick.
Yeah.
But I can't say, hey, Spanish got a big old, I can't. That's the same word. Can't say it. And it's ridiculous. But the S word then should apply to the same thing. I can't say, man, I was taking a mean, the other day.
Whoa.
But I can say you're full of.
Right. Yeah, or stop doing that.
Right. I'm gonna double check.
Remember when South Park did the episode where they said the S word like 150 times?
Yeah.
And they had a counter on the bottom every time they said it?
But I found out, so my friend Al Dukes, who works for Sirius XM, well, no, he works for CBS Radio now, but when he worked for God, it's so confusing. When Howard was on terrestrial radio, his job was to sit in the room and listen to it and dump the things that he was supposed to dump based on the FCC guidelines so that Howard didn't get in trouble. And Al was like, I know it inside and out now, what I'm supposed to do. So one time I'm watching the MTV Movie Awards or some award show, and Peter Fasinelli got up there for Twilight. They won an award, and he was just cursing his face off. And I said, good. I hope he shuts on MTV, and I hope this guy gets blackballed from Hollywood, because he was just being a jerk off. And it was right in the middle of all the Janet Jackson stuff. And Al texted me and said, no chance. And I said, why? And he goes, because he's on pay cable, basic cable. MTV is not basic cable, it's pay cable. You have to pay to have it, therefore he can do it. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So maybe if we charge everybody 1 cent a month for the show.
Right?
I was just, did I ever tell you that I actually invented cable radio?
No, I was unaware.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't see your Lamborghini in the parking lot.
No, I invented
Mr.
it.
Cuban.
Before I was in radio, I knew the radio guys from working in the club, and I was talking to one of them, and I go, so you guys can't, like, because FCC, you can't swear, and he goes, yeah, and I go, what about like with HBO? They pay for that so they can swear and do everything. He goes, yeah. And I go, what if they paid for radio? If you had a subscription-based thing.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, that would never work. And I go, I
you
don't know.
invented satellite radio without the satellite technology.
Yeah. I'm just the idea guy.
I got it.
I don't know how to make things happen.
It's not infrastructure. It's just the idea.
Yeah. I also invented them putting the beer in plastic or aluminum cans, whatever, or aluminum bottles.
Right, yeah.
Because I said, because you can't take the bottles to the beach. And I go, why don't they just put it in the plastic bottle? And people are like, oh, it would go bad. I go, soda? Have you ever heard of soda, you idiots?
Soda never goes
bad.
It's
carbonated. It's fine, whatever. And they go, well, probably because you would have to have like a brown bottle or a green bottle so the sunlight. And I go, yeah, they can do that with soda. I go, I don't understand what's going on.
I love an aluminum bottle.
Yeah. But they don't do the plastic bottle. They do the aluminum bottle.
Galvin, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. I have all these ideas.
I watched the Brat Pack documentary this weekend.
Oh, did you? Oh, really?
Can I tell you why? I particularly like Andrew McCarthy, but it is almost like he made the movie. He made the documentary. So you can't have the least popular guy make the documentary because they're not all taking his phone calls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a thing where it said it really depends on who answers the phone.
Who's the number one person in the Brat Pack?
Rob Lowe.
I would say Estevez.
See, I would have said Molly Ringwald.
She's not even in it.
But she's the number one person in the Brat Pack.
No. She's not in the Brat Pack.
Oh, yeah, sure she is.
I see. Don't they have that discussion of who is in the Brat Pack? Yeah, I didn't think she was in the Brat Pack.
Who do you think it is?
It's literally just St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, see, it's St. Elmo's Fire plus Molly Ringwald, John Cryer, Timothy Hutton.
But John Cryer even says he's not. He says he's not.
Because he's not as popular as the rest of them.
Is Anthony Michael Hall?
No, I think he's a second. I think he was right after. I think that whole Anthony Michael Hall.
But I mean, he was in.
No, I know
stuff with Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, but he was younger.
Yeah,
so
Farmer Ted.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, it's not worth watching, but it's just kind of boring. And it's Andrew McCarthy and Molly Ringwald saying no, and Judd Nelson not returning his phone call, and he got Demi Moore a little bit, which was boring. He got Rob Lowe, which was boring. And the worst part was, I thought these people would have nicer houses. I really did. Emilio Estevez seems like he's doing just fine.
Rob Lowe's doing fine.
I know, but he didn't have a very nice. The room that they were in was not very impressive.
And did it say Rob Lowe's house?
Yeah. You want to talk to me? You want to do a documentary to me? I'm bringing in the most impressive room in my house.
Yeah,
you're looking at gold records. You might even be in here.
Yeah, I'm amazed at people that do stuff. It really shows that they need all the different people on the film. They need the writers. They need the lighting people, because there'll be people that are famous that are on like a Zoom call or something, and it's shot from below their chin, and they're and it's just a bare wall behind them, and you're like, what is going
That's
on?
why I have Joe to make everything look so good.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Michael.
Fantastic.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. See,
Galvin's head's cut off, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Yeah, so it's him trying to track these people down and call. Hey, Ali Sheedy's in it. It's people they haven't talked to, and he hasn't talked to in 30 years. Him just blowing them a call out of the blue and saying, "Hey, it's Andrew McCarthy. I'm making this film about the Brat Pack." But the good thing is, and I didn't really understand this, was the whole documentary is about how they didn't like being called the Brat Pack,
right?
And the writer who called them that, and they go to his house. He's very unapologetic. It's very, very interesting there. That's the best part about it, I think. It's not, if you like those sort of actors in that time of movies, it's okay to watch, but it's not very good.
I also wonder how many people that's lost on. Do you know where the genesis of Brat Pack came from? Why they call him Brat Pack? Carmen, do you have any idea?
No.
Yeah, because you're younger. Gio, any idea?
I know Rat Pack.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
So Sinatra and those
like
guys
the
were the Rat Pack. Yeah, exactly. But I would imagine a lot of people are like, I don't even know why they call them Brat Pack.
Oh,
because they're brats.
They touch on that a little bit in the thing, and what I didn't realize was the reason why they wrote the article. The article is supposed to be about Emilio, and they turn it into a whole Brat Pack thing because every movie that was being made in Hollywood was younger actors for the first time. It was all, you were all used to old actors, and now this is the first time young actors were taking over Hollywood, and they were all good actors of substance. They weren't just, so it's so funny. Andrew McCarthy didn't dare try to call Tom Cruise. at all.
Yeah, because they went into that because of the Outsiders. Whether any of them were Brat Packs.
You had Outsiders, you had Reds, you had all these. He goes to Timothy Hutton's house, and Timothy Hutton they always said you were like the godfather of the Brat Pack because you had been in adult movies. Not adult movies,
right,
but movies with adults, and then you got into the Brat Pack movies afterwards. It was pretty interesting. Timothy Hutton, nice house. It was weird to see. I felt more sad for Andrew McCarthy and Ali Sheedy than I did the rest of them. Although they all seem very happy. Like if you called me and you said, "Hey, we want to do a," I'm talking about in 20 years, we want to do a documentary about you and the cuck together, and I'd be like, all right, it's interesting. I'll talk about it. It's been 20 years, whatever we'll talk about. But Ali Sheedy was sitting on like a dirty couch. But no, she wasn't poor. You could tell she had like when you live in New York and if you have $1 million, if you have $2 million and you live in New York, you're still living poor.
Yeah.
You're still living in a 1-bedroom or a small 2-bedroom, but you're living in a nice neighborhood. That's the difference.
It has Ali Sheedy worth between $4 and $7 million.
Okay, and now $4 and $7 million is a very common net worth in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because they get paid more. They do it.
Yeah,
She's got all that money in the bank.
Yeah. So she's quietly been doing stuff, not a ton of stuff and not a lot of big stuff, but enough where
to keep the insurance from SAG.
Yeah, exactly. And she's not having to go and be a waitress somewhere or anything like that. So
So she probably doesn't have to work, but she lives within her means. She lives somewhere where I don't know. At least that's what it looked like from the documentary.
And then Emilio Estevez, you have no idea because he did do Young Guns and do that stuff, but there was a time where he really wasn't doing anything. But also, you have no idea with the Mighty Ducks what his back end on was. That
the third one,
exactly? Because that could be a ton of money because it's Disney. And
also, he comes from a rich family.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Helps out too,
I think they made 3 or 4 Mighty Duck movies.
Yeah.
3 or 4 Mighty Ducks and a TV special.
And the TV show, yeah. But that was just recent.
He might have some back end on all of that.
They say Emilio Estevez, you're looking at around 18 million.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be low.
20 million.
Low,
it's probably low.
That's low too. They're probably figuring out how much he made, what he might have left. But imagine he takes that money and just puts it away.
Yeah, and who knows?
Martin Sheen set up a trust fund for him.
By the way, who has money, and we had talked about this before because he is a guy who is a comedian. He's done a couple movie things, whatever, but he invested in real estate and does a lot of stuff.
Oh, Byron Allen.
Dov Davidoff.
Oh, him and his brother, yeah.
Dov Davidoff has a lot of money because he owns buildings in New York and all kind of stuff and at the right time.
That's what I tried to convince my brother to do during the pandemic. Everybody was fleeing New York. I'm like, we should start buying buildings in New York.
Because it's not going away.
Right. Yeah. People are coming back to buildings for sure. And, people need to work and live.
I was just reading an article about Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he made like $30 million off real estate. More money than he made from his music career, he made off real estate.
Yeah.
Just over the last
flipping houses.
15 years. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, and because he goes in and he does the work too. He actually does construction stuff. He knows what he's doing.
How about this? You ready for this? 411 still works.
Oh, wow.
We dial 411.
No.
Oh, yeah. Do it right now.
Did you do it from a lion line?
No, I don't. I haven't seen a landline.
That's what I mean. It actually, whenever you dial 411, it goes dee-doo-doo. Google it.
411 still works, and people still use the phone book.
Carmen, how many times have people call or asked you where the studio is or the directions or what number?
It's like every time they need.
You can't figure that out on your own.
No.
Did somebody answer?
Yes.
Really?
A live person.
A live person.
City and state, please.
Yeah.
Did they say, why are you calling from the future?
Yeah.
Some old guy.
Finally.
I can't imagine how much that cost. My mother used to get so mad at us when we called 411 when we were kids. That's $1.29 every time, and I never understood that.
Did they pick up and say, "Did you mean to call 911?
It's just an emergency."
Are you about to dig in your backyard? Did you mean to call 611 or whatever that stupid number is?
I'm very much against automated customer service or bad customer service. Like, if you're going to have somebody representing your company on the phone, they better be trained. They better be able to speak English or fake it. I like to point out, the best customer service that I've ever received on the phone, I think, is GoDaddy, the website domain place, they're just so helpful for dummies. You know, I'd have to call them and go, "Hi, I have a question about my domain." Like they're just, I have no idea what I'm saying or doing. And when I call them, they're so great and they get everything all done. And then they're like, a lot of times they'll be like, "Hey, Mike," and I go, they use your name, and I go, "Yeah," and they're like, "You have like 4 accounts. Can we merge those?" I go, "Yeah, please merge them." Like they go out of their way to do it. Yesterday, I had a customer service issue and I had a call. Was it good or bad?
Good.
It was good.
Bad.
Oh,
Bad.
Good times.
It was fantastic.
Oh. Yeah.
You know what it was? The Hard Rock.
Oh yeah.
The Hard Rock has the Unity card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Galvin, I may be able to turn you on to something.
What's the Unity card?
Okay.
It's a player's card.
So it's a player's card, right? And then they call it the Unity card. Like the last time I pulled out my Hard Rock card when I went there, they looked at me like, "He's here." The first one. It was so old. It was an old Hard Rock Tampa card. They use this Unity card now, and it's one for all the Hard Rocks, for the one in Hollywood, the one in Atlantic City. And do you use your app?
The Hard Rock. No, I use the Hard Rock Bet app, but I don't use.
No, the Unity app.
No. I need to get on the Unity app.
So we're sitting around the table yesterday for Father's Day, and when I had my 40th birthday there at the Hard Rock, my dad and my sister and his wife stayed there at the Hard Rock, and they love the pillows so much. I'll go to a hotel and I'll love the pillows, and I'll go, "Oh, I love the pillows at the hotel." They went so far as to go downstairs and go, "Where did you get them pillows? We want to buy the pillows." And they ordered a whole bunch of those pillows.
oh wow.
So turns out one of the giveaways they're giving away are pillows right now.
Oh, nice.
And my sister, who I guess is going there with Galvin to the Hard Rock because they're there all the time. She's there as well. She was like, it's pillow and the giveaway. And no. I don't have any. How do you guys get all giveaways? My brother's like, "I'm pretty sure I go to the Hard Rock more than you. And I don't get." My sister taught us all how to give the giveaway. It's good to have a lawyer in the family.
Yeah.
We went through, open up the app, and you log in and you put all your stuff in there, and then there's just all the giveaway things and all your tier credits and all that stuff.
Yeah, because otherwise you get the mailer thing that they send out, but that's like
Who's
once a
looking at
month.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The other thing is,
My sister's going on a cruise next week, courtesy of the Hard Rock.
well, what does she do? What does she play there?
I don't know. Slot machines,
Slots.
probably. Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff with the slots because you put your card in and you do it. Every time I sit down at a table, though, I give them my card, but I guarantee
They're not giving it to you.
I'm doing more than most people on slots, spending and going back and forth, because I literally, if I go from one table, if I go over here and I win at this table, I cash in my chips, I come back and I sit down at a different table and get more chips because that's more money on your card that looks like you're spending more money and doing stuff. But I guarantee that the slot machines, for some reason, get more than the table.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm assuming that's what she does.
Because my wife's friend that is over there all the time that likes Joe, and she's a widower and she's a multimillionaire. She spends a bunch of money and they just give her everything.
Yeah.
Like she stays there all the time and they give her this and
You think the tables are better odds? They want to encourage you to go to the slot machines because it's lesser.
Yeah, I mean,
you're all the jackpots always are on slot machines.
I know multiple people, personally, that have won jackpots at the Hard Rock.
the thing with the slot machines are they're pretty dummy proof.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're just hitting a button and going, and it tells you that you win, whatever. Where you're playing strategy games whenever you're playing table stuff.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're playing. They say the best odds in the casino is baccarat. It's basically 50-50.
That is what they were playing. Who told me that?
I had told you before.
No, somebody told me this weekend that they were playing. By the way, that's one of the things I heard. People were playing there a lot.
Yeah, because that's the best odds in there.
Yeah.
And then obviously, if you know what you're doing with blackjack, you have a decent odds with that. But house is usually everything. You know?
I tried to convince my wife. So this is how we do it. We have. She runs all the money in the house. Mm-hmm. I have a business bank account, but it's business stuff for write-offs and all that stuff, so I can't really dip into it. So when I need money, I have to release the funds. She has to release the funds to me.
Oh, you're a gatekeeper.
Yeah, listen, it's not fun all the time, okay? But also, my credit score is 850, and I actually have money, as opposed to when I lived with Pete, and we used all our money, and we had no money, and I was in the 400s. So it's a good trade-off. Get yourself a good Jewish wife. She'll take care of your money. So I had my Vegas trip coming up to go see Conor McGregor. So I had to ask how much money I could have to go to Vegas. What do you think would have been a good?
Like 2,000.
Well, that's okay, Carmen. That's pretty good. Now keep in mind, we got there on Thursday. We came back on Sunday.
Oh, I would have said five G's, 5 hard G's.
Oh, that's a lot. That's 1,000 a day.
But you also ask for more.
Well, I always ask for 10,000.
Right.
Like if I go, can I get this done on the Sprinter? And she goes, what's it going to cost? I go, probably about $7,000. She goes, $7,000. I go, how about $2,000?
Right.
She's
Yeah.
like, all right,
That's the
$2,000,
way to go. That's the way to go.
You shock them first. Shock and awe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're going to Vegas and you're going to gamble and you're doing that stuff. Yeah, I'm looking between $3,000 and $5,000 for that.
So I got $5,000 released to take to Vegas, which it was great. I mean, I had to negotiate with the bank. The bank gave me the money that I really wanted, and I felt like I was. Plus, I got credit cards, so I'm not gonna pay for anything with cash. It's all gambling money.
Yeah, for sure.
I imagine you asking your wife for money is like deal or no deal. You got to answer questions, call the bank.
She's a shadowy figure upstairs. She just shakes her head no.
You have to pick a briefcase. $300. Come on.
So now that we're not going because the McGregor fight was canceled. Well, now I feel like I have $5,000 in gambling money coming to me.
Yeah.
We have a casino right here.
Right.
So I try to negotiate that. She's not having it. I feel like, I'll take half.
Yeah.
I'll take half.
Deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that is I feel like we haven't been over there in a while. I almost went there twice this weekend. My brother called me on Friday. And he was like, "Hey, Hard Rock," and I was like, "No, I have no money. No, I'm not going there." And then on Saturday, I was at Pete's house. Pete's always got a harem of girls at his house, and they were like, "Let's go to the Hard Rock," and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
The Sultan.
Yeah.
Gio, it was unbelievable.
I totally believe it.
And the worst part about it is that he doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's not like, "Hey, I got girls over here." There's always girl.
I think that's the move, though.
I walk in, like, if I walk in and I know that there's going to be hot girls there, I'm at least wearing my nice cutoff sleeve shirt. You know what I'm saying? There's Pete.
My finest pair of gym shorts.
Pete's on the couch wearing a shirt that doesn't match his shorts with his belly hanging out, watching hockey and just laying there and he's, being cool. And the girls are running around and bringing him drinks and stuff. I go, this is Sultan.
I imagine they're feeding him grapes one at a time.
One of the girls said, "Why do you call him the Sultan?" I go, "Look at you. Look at you.
You don't want to know what I call you."
No, that's the other thing. They're quality girls. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
You were saying about Deal or No Deal. There was a thing on 30 Rock where they were trying to come up with new shows for NBC. And one of them was, I don't know whether it was called Gold or No Gold or Golden Briefcase or something. And it was all the girls in there. You have to figure out which briefcase has gold in it. All the girls are standing there with the briefcases and one's struggling to hold it. And he goes, "That one."
That's funny. We've talked about this off the air before, but even Seinfeld has said it now. There's no way that show would survive.
Yeah.
It is the rapiest show on. The more I watch Seinfeld, the one episode where we talked about the other day where they were looking at what's her face, his boobs, her cleavage.
Terry Hatcher.
No.
Denise Richards.
Oh, Denise Richards, yeah.
She was 15.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
And they're looking at her, which, it's a real story. You see a girl that's hot and she's got boobs hanging out. We're all going to get stuck at the cleavage look.
Also, the show is based on Jerry's life. He banged a 17-year-old.
That's true, yeah. But then it's just all about Jerry banging girls.
Oh, yeah. Every week it's a different hot chick that he's banging.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny. And then George just thinks he can get all the girls.
Yeah.
George just had no realization that he looked like George. He's a Sultan.
Yeah.
All right, we got a good show today. It is Monday. Our phone number is here if you want to reach us, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. How's your dad doing? How was Father's Day?
Good. Everything was really good. Yeah, we all got together and stuff and had a big old seafood boil and stuff.
God,
and it was nice. Everybody up there, so we had a good time for sure.
I got gifts. I got new UFOs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was
nice.
very happy with that.
Yeah.
My daughter got me a giant card that said "fat nipples" on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good time. Who do you get gifts for?
For Father's Day?
Yeah.
I have in the past got for my father, whatever, but most of the time it's card.
See, I got my father something, and took my father-in-law. We went out to dinner, and then I went to my brother's house. So I'm like, well, now I got to get him a gift. I'm at his house. He's making food for everybody.
What kind of
He's
gift?
like, well, no, like I think we got him an Amazon gift card. Like, you know.
Right. Did he get you a gift?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It
Interesting.
was crazy. We're all gift givers.
I need to bring that up with my family.
Oh,
What'd you get?
Yeah.
I don't have a father, so I don't have to give gifts to.
Oh, you know who's in worse shape than you? Is Love Tiger.
Oh, yeah. I saw that photo.
No,
Okay.
but things are looking up.
That should make you feel good, Gio.
Yeah.
Love Tiger's in worse shape than you. I mean, I know you're terrible, but I know it's worse.
That's a hell of a party set. But I saw it before and after.
It's not good.
No?
So he sent me the list. I'm not supposed to say it was him. Sorry. He sent me the list of all the things that are terrible and why he hates his life. He's 54 years old. He lives with his mother. He can't take. I love Tiger. Listen to me. You need to call the show, whether it be through internet or whatever it is, to explain to me what's going on. He's miserable because there's mold. He doesn't have black mold in his house.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why he's going to the hospital all the time.
But he's saying he can't take a shower because they have no water. And there's no water in his pool. He said there's no water in the pool and the screen's broke. I could get the pool cleaned and I could get the screen fixed. If that's the problem in his life, so he could have a pool for the summer, I could get that stuff done.
You could shower in the pool.
I need to know. Well, I need to know why he. Which I have to tell you right now, this is gross, but I'll tell you, I did not take a shower this morning, and I usually take it at night before I go to bed. But I fell asleep early, and I was in the pool, so now I feel like I got chlorine skin right now. I'm itchy and all.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I need to know Love Tiger's problems, and then he said I hate my life. This is what you could tell by my beard. And I went, I don't really understand that. And then finally I wrote to him and I go, what does the beard have to do with it? And he goes, it's because shows is what you do when your life sucks. You grow a beard. And I went, wait a second.
What?
I have a beard.
Yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, he shaved his beard.
Yeah.
So I need to know what's going on. And I feel like he looked better with the beard. to be
Yeah,
honest with
me
you.
too.
He has been showing up in the chat and talking to people.
I know, but I need to talk to him on the air so that I can hammer out what he needs done. If he's got plumbing issues, we can call Olin Plumbing and I can hire them to go out there. If he's got a rescreen issue, I got screening companies. I mean, every time I mention screens, I get 100 guys email me. Heard Love Tiger last week talking about it. He emailed me. If it's a pool, I guarantee there's 9 million pool companies listening to this will be like, we'll show you how we could turn a black pool blue in a couple of days. You know what I mean? There's stuff to be done, Love Tiger. I just need to know what's going on. I need to know what the problem is.
Take him Joe's phone and then he can call into the show.
Yeah, sure, I give him Joe's phone
Well,
if he promises to make video once a week.
I mean, why you got to be such a jerk, Gio?
I'm trying to get
It's
Love
Monday
Tiger-
morning.
I'm trying to get
not
Love
going
Tiger
to
on the
let you
show.
harsh my vibe. You're not going to harsh my vibe.
I'm
bro.
trying to help with the show.
No, you're not.
Speaking of harsh and vibes, guess what I did on Saturday?
What'd you
I
do?
listened to a little bit of Sad Weirdos.
Oh,
Yeah.
what'd you think?
I gotta tell you, you do pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You do good where I wasn't like Shark puts me to sleep with that voice. But you sounded good and there was no crying.
There was no crying on
Yeah,
Saturday. Yeah,
yeah,
there
so-
was one woman that called and she cried.
Why are
Yeah.
ladies calling? It's
Yeah,
a
no
dude
ladies.
show.
Yeah, you should kick them off.
I felt really bad for her. She's a single mother of 4 kids.
Probably
and-
Love Tiger's mother.
Keep your
yeah,
leg shut.
Yeah. Oh my God, that wasn't why.
Whoa.
Quit being a whore.
Yeah, her kids
Yeah.
are all like in their mid-20s and older, and I guess they're all coming back to her and telling her all the things that she did that screwed them up now.
Oh, brother.
And she was like, I don't know what to do. She's like, I feel terrible about it. And she's like, I was just doing the best I could at that age.
But don't you understand? Like so I think about things that my mother did, and I go, how could you do that? You know, I mean, no, she was a great mother. I don't mean like that, but I'm like just dumb things sometimes. And then I realize my mother was 20-something years old with 2 kids. Of course she's going to do dumb things. She's half the people I see on Dr. Phil right now. But that's it, though. As an adult, you have to realize that and move on.
Yeah. Well, I brought, because she was she felt bad. She was like, I don't know what to say to them, and I was like, well, I mean, if you think about it, you're kind of lucky that they're bringing it up to you at all, because most people just hold in that resentment and never say anything, and then you live your lives and they're just mean to you. Now, at least they're willing to talk to you, so it could be worse. You know, use it as an opportunity.
You know what I would have told her? I would have said, just don't even talk to them. They're idiots. You raised these kids. You did your best. Now they're, oh, this is why I'm sad. Idiots.
Can I tell you that my family bought me a fishing charter and we canceled it because it was supposed to be a monsoon this weekend and it barely rained.
I know. I was thinking about
really
you
annoying.
on Sunday. Yeah.
And we were driving home and I go, ooh, it's pretty bright out. Should have went fishing. I listened to it for a couple of minutes. It sounded good.
Thank you. Yeah. I had fun. Yeah.
I made a promo for it.
Oh boy. Oh, I saw.
Oh yeah, I did. I made a promo for it on the
Those make me
Instagram.
laugh. They make me laugh.
Anytime you can make Shark cry, it makes me laugh.
When you do that, it's so good.
Did Shark see the promo?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. I'm advertising.
Yeah. He appreciates it. He always says, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, that's what he says.
Have you brought up the idea of the name change to better brand the show?
I did. I was like, they call it the Sad Day Show. And he was like, it's better than Sad Weirdos.
I think Sad Weirdos is great.
Sad Weirdos is
Yeah, it fits.
If you told it tells me what's going to be on the show. It's going to be an hour long of Sad Weirdos. Yeah. And I don't think it's a bad idea for a show. I just can't. I just like I know that what you guys are doing, and I understand there's guys that want to talk and do that. You know, it just made me mad with Shark when he did all that. It's a guy.
I know. But it really does make me laugh when you do the crying, the water.
It's so perfect.
Dude, it's so good.
And
What's the current name? What is it?
Be real.
Let's get real.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's a horrible name.
Yeah.
When Shark does nothing's better than the Shark pre-Saturday video. Just walking through the park, talking about my show on Saturday.
I hope he gets mugged.
Oh my God! By a woman. Yeah. By a woman. Just take his fanny pack and run.
His hair scrunchy. That's all you have. Just punch him in the stomach.
Oh yeah. And sometimes when he lets his hair down, I'm like, oh, it's happening. It's happening.
Does he have a staff?
He does.
Does he carry a staff with him?
Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah. I got some ropes for him if he
Oh my
wants.
God. Yeah. And I'll buy him a staff. I should have gotten that for Father's Day.
You want me to describe Shark to you in one story? Shark's a pretty peaceful guy, and when the 98 Rock had this idiot douchebag program director named Double Down, did you ever know him?
Yes.
I did not. I just know his name, and he was dead set on having me lose my job and become. Yeah, he was like, "I'm taking over. I'll run everybody out of town. We'll be number one." Blah blah blah. And they sent Shark a shark wrapped in paper, like kind of like a Sicilian message. And Shark's first thought was, why did they have to kill the shark? Shark wasn't concerned about losing his job or getting in a war. He just said, why did they have to kill the shark? That's all he cared about.
That's how.
You knew that guy?
Yes.
Yeah, you like him? I don't know anything about him.
I mean, my interactions with him, he was nice. But I don't know. Like, I know the dumb stuff that he's done. Yeah.
He really is one of those old school.
When I worked in Tallahassee, he worked at the market that was like right near there, and he would come down all the time. And he was like hanging out. I would meet up at like the different rock shows and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know him. I just heard stories too, but I don't know the guy at all.
And then when I first got hired at 97X, he called to try and get me to come over to 98 Rock instead. Just to piss off Sean. That was the whole reason.
Do you try to figure out? Well, you probably don't, Gio, because you're still on the good side. But Galvin, do you try to figure out when you meet people and they don't like you what we said for them not to like us? Like I saw Jesse Cage the other day. When somebody's coming at you in a tenth of a second, you're like, "Oh, that guy, yeah, I'd say hi to him, whatever, shake his hand. He's not bad." He just walks right by me, and I go, "Oh, wait a second, what did we say?" Then my thoughts go from "What did we do?" to Jesse Cage Realtor to do. That might be it.
You have cracked a lot of Cage wisers over the years.
Yeah, but it's celebration. It's a tribute. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. I do. It happens to me a lot. I see people and I go, "This guy looks you just hear the computer going. This guy looks familiar. Oh, he works at this store. Oh, I like that guy. Oh, no. Said he had a fat wife. Walk the other way. You know. Try to just compute it as it's happening, as it's moving forward. So, all right, let's take a break. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. We got a whole bunch of stuff ahead for the week, and we'll play Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. Awfully quiet today.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Slow start.
I didn't feel like getting up this morning. I was very comfortable
Yeah.
in my nice cold bedroom. Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Monster Jam.
You sound very low.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah. Maybe put a little oomph into it too.
Okay. We got tickets for Monster
Now
Jam.
we're talking. Carmen's back. She's back.
Yeah. Woo.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Too loud. No, I'm just kidding.
Journey and Def Leppard. Sammy Hagar, and tickets for 2 park 1-day passes for Universal.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you said Tupac, and I was like,
Nope.
that's not going to happen.
Nope.
Tupac's gonna be in Universal.
I'm due for a little Universal trip.
Yeah.
I have season tickets or season passes, whatever, and I never go. I got to go.
So good. I love going over there.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm down. I'd
I'll
love
go.
to. Woo!
I never go there with adults.
Nah, it's
now I
fun
have
to
one
go.
kid who'll never go with me, and the other one's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Have a couple drinks, walk around. Then you have to ride
I've
rides.
never had it. Well, I shouldn't say that. They have that. I don't go on that Simpsons ride because it makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
So I sit at that bar outside, and they have a chocolate beer there. And that's the only time that I've ever had alcohol at the park, I think.
That's good.
Yeah, let's go there and get loaded.
I've always had alcohol at the park.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
that.
sure.
I believe that. Yeah.
At the Galaxy's Edge or whatever, they have that the green milk and blue milk
But
that
see,
you can
that's not
drink.
Universal.
Yeah.
So we were
Oh,
going
yeah,
there.
yeah,
or
yeah,
we
yeah.
I mean, I haven't been there. I want to go there.
I'd go to. We could go to both.
In the Harry Potter land, I used to get the Dragon's Tail
what's
brew,
that? Ooh.
which was really good. Yeah,
I went there and we had the butter beer. That was really
that's good too. Yeah.
I've never had a
basically
butter
cream.
beer.
It's basically cream
yeah.
soda with like whipped cream. in
It's
it.
good garbage.
It's good
Butter
though.
beer
It's
is good.
delicious
Yeah.
because it's ice cold too.
Yeah. Oh man, we got a trip. We got a trip.
Oh,
planned.
Hell yeah!
All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sparco. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sparkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Spanish, where we at? Who won last?
Last winner was you, Michael.
Just one, though.
That's right.
All right. All right, Carmen. Let's do it. What are we playing?
All right, today we're going to be playing 3 movies, 1 missing word. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 movie titles, all missing 1 word. It's all the same word.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Your first one, love
Action.
and to remember the Thomas Crown.
Affair.
Spanish.
So don't guess on the first one.
Rush, the whales of Osage County.
Oh, that is
Women.
Rush, the whales of Osage County.
what is that? Osage County. It just was out.
August
Wow.
is what I was looking for. No point. Cocaine, Yogi,
Bear.
brother.
I was swallowing when you started, and I was like, bear.
Galvin.
Yeah.
Your next one, sexy, Beauty and the
Beast.
Geo. The Brothers, Varsity,
Blues.
Geo. Knock at the in
Door.
the woods, Fever,
Cabin.
Spanish. World Trade
Center.
Stage, Mike Calta.
Oh, man.
The Bears, Town and No for Old Men.
Country.
Mike Calta. Cry, Writers, Sound of.
Music.
Cry, blank, writers, sound of blank.
Silence.
Fury.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Green tomatoes.
Fried.
Geo. Robin, boys
Hood.
in the
Oh, man.
Geo.
How come some of them are so easy and some of them are not?
Letters to naked.
Gun.
Nope.
Uh,
Romeo,
Juliet.
Galvin, and Pap. We're halfway there.
Galvin, Michael, and Spanish all have 2 points. Gio is your surprising leader. He has 4.
Oh.
I'm not surprised at all.
I am.
You should be.
All right, 3 movies, 1 missing word. Your next one, I do, definitely.
Maybe.
Galvin. The Chase, Moon,
Great.
Towns.
5. Nope.
The Blank Chase, Blank Moon,
Paper.
Mike Calta. You, Ruthless, The
People.
versus Larry Flint, Mike Calta. A Quiet
Place.
Geo.
Geo.
Yes, Gio.
He's coming on. No, I'm surprised. Wow, so strong.
He's surprising.
Joy
Land.
along the longest.
Yard.
What'd you say, Galvin?
Yard.
Joy blank along the longest blank.
Blank along.
I was
Ride.
I was gonna say come along, but then it said the longest, so the
That's a great movie, by the way.
Ride. Joyride. Ride along.
Joyride's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Which one's yours?
With Steven Zahn, where the
car?
truckers following him.
Yeah. Paul Walker too, I think, is in that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I love Steven Zahn.
Candy cane. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Candy Cane. That's good. All right.
Your next one. The tattoo rambling
Man.
the purple
Idiot.
of
Rose.
Geo.
No.
or
No, it was me.
Galvin.
How dare you? Is that what you've been doing this whole time?
You guys are the
That's
same.
why Gio's leading.
Dragon, the bad of Chucky.
Right.
Did everyone answer?
No.
Dragon, blank, the
Revenge.
bad seed.
Seed of Chucky.
Dragon Seed?
Dragon.
Yes.
Oh.
Dead poets.
Society.
Spanish.
Oh,
No, that was Galvin.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Integrity. Thank you, Integrity.
Gotcha.
Joe is so happy when he doesn't have to make the call.
He's like, yeah, Galvin. He was texting
He's so
somebody.
excited.
He has no idea.
He's so happy that Spanish just
By the
doesn't
way,
have it.
when I say he was texting somebody, he was on AOL Messenger.
Your next one. Romancing the
Stone.
Stone is correct. Pap.
Galvin.
Oh, come on.
Get out of here, dude.
No. That's ridiculous.
That's insane. He's doing it just to be a dick.
Your next one. To me, pillow.
Talk.
Galvin and Pap. We're on the last three.
Spanish has 2 points. Michael doubling that with 4. Gio has 5, and Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
Still win this.
All right. 3 movies, 1 missing word. Last 3. Here we go. The Wheel. Shrek the.
5th. Damn it. I
Close
know it.
Encounters. What?
Third.
Third is correct.
Went 2 wheels too high.
Galvin.
That was me.
Wait, what?
That was me.
It was me.
No, I said it way before you.
Pap.
I heard Galvin.
No way. I said it. Not even like it wasn't even close.
Well,
I
everyone
can't
was
even stir the
yelling.
pot on this
No,
one.
I said it clearly by myself before Galvin even
I said it. I said it for. I thought I said it first.
Spanish?
I heard Gio first on that one.
Like it wasn't.
if
Even, I'm not even being a
honest,
dick. It wasn't even close.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
you. Judge, who's supposed to be judging? Do we have anything?
No.
I mean, I'll
Well,
get. I'll if.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Gio.
Gio gets the point.
And by the way, integrity.
Yeah, integrity.
Last 2. Here we go. John must die.
Tucker.
Mike Calta.
There's 3 movies with Tucker in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Great movie.
Tucker, the man and his dream.
That's a great
Yeah.
movie.
All right. What's the score, Joe? Instead of
score is-
agreeing with movies.
Spanish has 2. Michael has 5. Gio has 6. Galvin has 7.
All right.
I had 7, except the one Joe took from me, just to be a dick.
Deal with it.
No integrity. All right, last one. What happens in last?
Ah.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
Oh, I would have won had Joe not screwed me.
Is it a tie?
You were
You're
tied.
tied with Galvin right now, Dick.
Right, but the one before that I got,
Oh.
and you gave it to Galvin because I had made a joke before that. And this is why everybody says you suck at this.
Oh, I never said that.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Mike.
So it's me and Gio. Last one. Here we go.
Here you go.
Last one. Here we go. 3 movies, 1 missing word. Black, the
Pearl.
project. What'd you say?
I said Mamba. He said Pearl.
Adam.
Okay.
Black Adam. All right. There we go. Okay. Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Central.
South. Jesus. I was like, say the word.
I was looking at you. Oh, you defeated Gio, Joe. You defeated Gio.
Took
No,
the
he
wind
did.
out of his
Yeah.
sails.
He did. No, he cheated.
No,
But it's okay.
how did I cheat? I'm not even playing. I mean,
You gave the one to Galvin just
No.
because I just crapped on you before that.
no, that's not true.
No, you did.
Well, crap on me less. Spanish had 2
Maybe
points.
be a judge like you're supposed
Michael
to.
had 5. Gio with 7. And Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He fairly won with 8. Kachaya! Woo!
It was a good one. Good run.
Yeah,
Tight, tight,
that's fun.
All right. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
I want to go line 4, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Line 4. Yeah. Good morning. Who's this?
Michelle.
Yep. Hold on. You're the winner. Hold on, Pumpkin. All right. What do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have freeze Biden time. New jobs for Spanish and Carmen, and he hurt his shillelagh.
Oh,
Sometimes when we talk about conspiracy things, we get out there, because we're just talking,
Yeah.
we're playing. This Biden one, oof. I can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll dive into that next. This is Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Joe.
Yes, Mike.
What did you do for Father's Day? You're a father.
Well,
You're a father of a lot of people now.
I am. My son came over and made me meatloaf.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, how does
Yeah.
your son get along with your new family?
the bags.
Very good. Very
Yeah?
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We hung out in the garage. We had a great time.
How old is your son?
He is 24.
And how old is the youngest Bags?
She is 16.
Oh,
She just
okay.
turned.
Too,
All right,
too.
so
Yeah, a little
everybody
too
okay.
much. Don't want to get all Seinfeld in your house.
Yeah.
Your son can't come in the house anymore. He had to stay in the garage.
We were in the house all day.
The pants won't let him in.
oh my God.
The pants are very welcoming to him.
Old broad was on the
Yeah.
couch.
You can come over, but you got to hang out in the garage.
That's not really at all what
You
happened.
can't come in the real house.
Oh my
That's
God.
not true. Anthony
Come
was
to the
there.
side door.
Did
I
you
was
eat
there
the
for a
meat?
little
Did you eat
bit.
the meatloaf?
I did not have any meatloaf.
Oh,
I did
you
not.
were there for a little bit. Where'd you go?
I was there, so I went to my brother's place because my parents were in town also. So I
Gotcha.
spent time with my dad.
I like
yeah.
your dad.
Yeah, he loves you guys.
Yeah.
My parents said hello to everybody.
Hello to your dad
Yeah,
and your mom.
and my mom. Yeah.
And you're not allowed in the house either.
Nah, I was kicked out, man.
Jeez.
Yeah. The pants
Well, it's
and
Father's
bags.
Day. Joe gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
The power that the pants has wielded poor Island.
Yeah,
is
right?
Amazing.
pants power is legit.
I like it.
What's the matter with you?
I just like to check in.
Pants power activate.
Joe's gonna wear in
Form
the
of
garage.
denim.
All right.
Size of corduroy.
That was great.
You want to hear what an addict I am?
Oh yeah.
I slept late on Saturday, and Sunday rather. And my daughter came in to wake me up, and she tapped me on the shoulder. And I opened my eyes. I go, "You want to go to Starbucks?" That was the first thing I said. She goes, "We already got it for you." And I realized, it's Magical Father's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, Starbucks, obviously everybody knows they're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
The hotel that I stayed at, right across the street, was a Starbucks. And every time I went past it, there was a line of at least 20 cars in the
Yep.
line. It's unbelievable how busy that is. And I always think about the one down on Dale Mabry and Limebaugh, where it is Starbucks that used to be Long John Silver's. And I, in my mind, imagine that the guy sold Long John Silver's not knowing. Somebody was like, and he goes, "Thank God, I get take this stupid pirate paper hat off and I don't have to sell clam strips anymore." And he made whatever he made off of it and stuff. And then they put a Starbucks there and it's just as busy as can be.
Crush 'em.
And he's like, "Coffee!
It's so busy.
Why did I go with clam strips when I should have went coffee?"
It's so busy that they had to rework the parking lot like 3 times to try and get the cars in.
There is a Chick-fil-A up in Destin that was so busy that the city helped pay for them to move so that they could have a better area where they could get cars in and out because it was so busy it was causing traffic jams all the time.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
They're putting a Chick-fil-A right here,
Where?
right at Van Dyke.
Oh.
Yeah, next to the Wendy's.
Oh, man.
Oh, the AI Wendy's?
Yeah. I saw the sign there yesterday. It says coming soon, Chick-fil-A.
Still not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, my
Hello,
daughter does. It'll be convenient.
It's
Hello,
amazing.
Gio. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Would you like another Frosty?
It told me, look to the left. Chick-fil-A coming soon.
It has been 22 hours.
You look like you like breaded chicken.
Oh man. Perhaps you'd like a little surf and turf.
I will tell you. No. I'm thinking of PDQ. I was going to say PDQ shakes are really good, man.
PDQ is
they know how
great.
to
I
make
mean,
a
like,
shake.
I'm not gonna lie. I went to Huey McGoo's over the weekend.
Oh, really?
good.
Yeah.
So where is the Huey McGoo's?
On 54, the one that I go to on 54. I have to figure out which way.
Well,
it is.
it's on
Northeast.
54, it's
It's west of 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right
it's
before
west of the Veterans.
Gun Highway too. It's right there.
Yeah,
54 and Gun Highway.
Yeah, all right. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's so good.
That was really good. The stuff they brought in was fantastic.
I went to Capitol Grill on Saturday. You can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Often overlooked because it's in the mall, but you can never go wrong. It's always fantastic.
Solid.
This guy was chucking down martinis.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I hadn't had a drink in so long. I'm like, let's have 3.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Michael.
Well, yeah. All right. I
Had
was
some
enjoying it.
boobalas in there.
Had some boobalas in there. Yeah. I drank so much that I can't remember where my take-home food is.
Oh, what do you get? You got vodka martinis or gin martinis?
Vodka.
Vodka, huh?
Yeah.
Dirty? I imagine very dirty.
Dirty because I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
Most people go vodka,
I love a gin martini.
but it used to be gin was
Yeah.
the standard or whatever. But most people go vodka.
I don't know that I've ever had a gin martini.
Gin is good, especially dirty.
Now, what is a vodka gimlet?
Vodka gimlet is vodka with Rose's lime juice.
Oh.
That's what I used to drink whenever they had the free drinks and you could get whatever you want. I would just do that because it's a bar, whatever, and it's the most alcohol. It's just basically just
good.
vodka with.
I
a little
remember
bit
the
of
first time I
lime.
had them. I went to this super rich guy's house for New Year's, and they were like, "You want a gimlet?" I'm like, "Yeah." I have no idea what it was.
Vodka gimlet, and then you put a little bit of sour mix in there, and then it's kamikaze.
Oh.
Everything is something else.
Yeah,
Every drink is this. Add this becomes this.
You said gimlet, and right away I thought, ooh, riblets.
Oh, you could garnish it with a riblet. Put a riblet in there.
All right, let's check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes, and I'm going to tell you right now, Pelt Shoes has the most comfiest shoes in the world, on the planet, really. If you have not stopped into Pelt Shoes, I don't know what you're waiting for because they have the Hey Dudes that everybody loves. I just wore mine over the weekend. They're super comfortable. Mike Calta can tell you the UFOs, the
Wearing
recovery sandals, that he has on right now. It's like walking on clouds. It's so nice. They have all the different styles and brands you're looking for right there at Pelts. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So treat your feet. Stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have agreed to a set of rules regarding their upcoming CNN debate, including allowing their microphones to be muted except when it's their turn to speak. The event scheduled for June,
Boring.
June 27th at 9 p.m. will be the first presidential debate of the 2024 election cycle.
I thought it was July.
No,
Oh,
June.
good. Okay.
June 27th. Yeah, it's coming up. So the CNN anchors Jake Tapper and Dana Bash are set to moderate for the debate. The event will be mark the departure from previous debates due to the lack of studio audience. It's also the first time since the 80s that the Commission on Presidential Debates will not be playing host. Although their podiums will be the same, they're going to do a coin flip to see who stands where.
What?
Okay,
What's the
yeah.
difference?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you feel?
I'm sure they've done analytics where the person on the left does that, gets more, whatever it is.
Is it that, or it was Trump like, I get the right one?
Maybe.
Do you remember that Charlie Crist wanted a fan? And somebody else had a step stool, and there's all sorts of things.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
The optics of the way it looks, if you look small while you're up there.
Oh.
I keep hearing Marco Rubio for vice president over and over again this weekend, and that blows my mind.
Yeah.
I can't figure that out. You already got Florida.
Was it Rubio with the water? Where they caught him drinking water and he looked all weird and stuff? Was it him?
I don't remember.
Because I
That's
remember
great.
Trump. I remember
Trump had the water, you did it like that?
Yeah, did the weird thing, whatever. But there was one where they cut away from whoever was talking, and it was Rubio drinking water, and he was like, "Oh no!" Like, we know that you drink water. It's okay.
I will enjoy these debates. Jake Tapper seems like an odd choice because him and Trump already didn't get along.
Yeah.
Right? So it seems like which doesn't seem very fair. But
does not.
You're not going to get that from CNN, and then when it's Fox, you're not going to get that from Fox. So you might as well just deal with what it is.
Yeah, I guess. So sticking with presidential stuff, President Biden appeared to freeze up again on stage, had to be let off by Barack Obama at the conclusion of a star-studded campaign fundraiser in Los Angeles Saturday night. The awkward moment took place after Biden and his predecessor sat for 45-minute interview with late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. Did he cry? At the Peacock Theater. As the men stood for applause, Biden's gaze seemed to become fixed on the crowd for a full 10 seconds until former President Barack Obama took him by his wrist and let him off stage. We have video on Bone TV.
It's hard to watch.
It's really weird. Yeah, because he's like waving and then he just goes,
and
just like shuts down.
And Obama had the smarts to just grab him and yank him off the stage.
Yeah, Obama looks over and he's like, "Come on, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's go. Time to go. Time to go."
Here's the thing: Joe Biden is the president. You don't have to tell him when to go. He goes when he wants to go, but you had to tell him when to go,
right?
And you had to help him go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy who's dealing with the fact that we got a submarine just 90 miles off the coastline.
More difficult to get off stage: President Joe Biden or Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder wanted to go. He just couldn't figure it out.
A lot of people think Stevie's not blind.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Shaq said.
Yeah.
Shaq said.
Do you know what?
Huh?
You know why Shaq said it?
Yeah, because they were in an elevator together and there was nobody else. And he was like, "Hey, big man, whatever." And
He got on it and he said, "Hey, Shaq." He stepped on it and said, "Hey, Shaq."
Oh, I could smell
I
it.
think he's got blind man sonar.
Yeah,
like
for
Daredevil.
sure.
Where he could,
just does that,
he just
Yeah.
could see the size.
So are we ready to admit that Biden's a robot yet, or what are
So
we doing?
think about this though. You got the other guy that was freezing up too. What's
Yeah.
his name? I forgot his name.
There was
already.
a couple of them.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch
yeah.
McConnell.
Mitch
Yeah.
McConnell wasn't freezing up. Mitch McConnell was shutting down.
Yeah.
Right. Well, his battery went dead.
Yeah.
And then this guy's freezing up because
Yeah.
either he's got a malfunction or his battery is low too. I mean, that's a long day.
It's crazy because we're joking around about it because these are just old men that, are having problems and stuff, but also they're old men that should not be in charge of things then if you're having those kind of problems.
I agree.
If
Remember
you're
when
freezing up and doing that stuff, it's like, all right, somebody's got to say, hey, this is clearly a medical issue and they probably shouldn't be making major decisions that affect the world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Biden. I didn't vote for him, and I'm not voting for him now. But at the same time, I just don't see him as somebody at his age that can handle. I'm not saying he's not intelligent. He probably is very intelligent, but he does not at this time in his life have the mental capacity to deal with the pressure that comes with this job.
The conspiracy theories on the Reddits is that there's two right now. One is that they give him Adderall or some type of legal amphetamines, and then what we're seeing is when those are on like the tail end, they're wearing it off, before he takes another dose. Oh, excuse me. Or he's on adrenochrome, and it's the same thing. So once the adrenochrome starts to wear off,
suck another baby's blood.
Yeah.
When he has to talk for like with State of the Union,
right,
he seems fine.
Yeah.
But then you see stuff like this where I don't know. It's
right?
The whole thing is
weird.
so bizarre.
So
He's too
it makes you wonder how long the debate's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing an hour. They're usually about an hour.
Don't forget, Trump was one of them drug tested before the thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How crazy it would be, like 45 minutes into the debate, you just see a dart go, and then he's like, and anyways, I wanted to tell you another thing. He gets all doped up.
And then you think, okay, if you give the benefit of the doubt, the schedule of a president is got to be just unbelievably grueling.
Sure.
And I think how tired I get on a regular day.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
you got
point.
this guy who's 80 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. If you pull him, same with Trump, like they're these crazy, grueling schedules. And we're seeing like 12-second clip, 40-second clip out of his, 20-hour, 15-hour day. So it's like, I don't know.
You also are 80, you have this grueling schedule, and you have people following you with cameras 24/7,
So,
just
like,
waiting for you to slip up.
It's like all these gaffes. It's like we're seeing 30 seconds out of an 18-hour day where he traveled all over the place. So it's like, I don't know. You don't know what the hell to believe.
So Conor McGregor has finally made a statement after pulling out of his first fight in 3 years that was set for this month, UFC 303. McGregor took to social media writing, quote, "Very tough to be ruled out of my scheduled return bout. I picked up an injury prior to the press conference that required more time to heal than was available to me. The decision to postpone the fight was not made lightly, but one made in consultation with my doctors, the UFC, and my team. My fans and opponents deserve me at my best for this fight, and we will get there. Thank you for all your messages and support. I am in good spirits, and I'm confident I will be back."
Well, That's fine. I mean, you can't expect a guy to fight injured, and you got to imagine that his injury was so substantial that he knew what it was going to cause. I mean, it's affecting the entire city of Las Vegas.
The fact that he is coming back to fight after breaking his leg the way that he did and having at least $100 million amazes me.
Yeah.
Because once you make $100 million, I've never made $100 million, but I'm just I'm imagining once I make $100 million, I no longer want to be kicked in the face.
Yeah, right.
If I don't have to, if I had that choice, I go, what should I do? Lay out by the pool with a bunch of girls, or go get kicked in the face by some sweaty guy who may or may not have MRSA.
And when he broke his leg, it was non-contact. He went back on it. It wasn't even like part of the fight.
Yeah, you gotta imagine he's concerned with his legacy at this point, and he probably wants to have one or two good more moments before he's out, and this could have been one of them.
We were discussing it over the weekend, and he had lost whatever, and even if he loses, he's still a legend. His persona.
I mean, he's shutting down all Vegas now because he's not going to this fight.
He made himself this big, huge personality that you love him or hate him. You're watching what he does, and it affects the whole economy because he's not going to be in the fight.
Even now, he's still the biggest draw of all time, and still currently.
Right. And it's like we've said before, and loses a lot.
Yeah.
And he still managed to make himself this huge draw. The UFC 303 will still be a good fight. It just won't have the main event that you expected. I have to tell you, as somebody who is a casual UFC fan, watching these fights, not knowing these fighters doesn't matter to me. Like if I see two guys in not the prelims, but like in the early rounds of the fights, I'll watch it all because these are two guys out there trying to make a name for each other. They're killing each other.
Absolutely. And there's plenty of prelim fights that are unbelievable on the cards that, this guy's first fight in the UFC or, whatever it may be, that are really good fighters. And they're all fighting at that level. You know what I mean? Like any one of them could be champ in 3 fights.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it could happen. You rise up that quickly. So it's pretty interesting.
I'll tell you, I'm not going because of Conor McGregor not being there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
so you're not going to Vegas at all then?
I'm not going to Vegas at all.
Right.
Yeah. So for all you people who are complaining about taking days off and stuff, I mean, that was it. I shifted last week to this week.
Yep.
And then we are working Juneteenth.
Yes.
So we'll be here on Wednesday against what I believe in. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd say Carmen was the one that was like,
she definitely wanted to
I think we should ask Izzy whether we should work or not, right?
Carmen, are you on the show today?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you so quiet?
Oh, I just haven't had anything to say.
Oh, okay, good. It's important when you have a job. Jason, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I bought a storage unit up in Jersey long time ago. Got through it, went through a whole bunch of stuff. I've got issue 1, volume 1 of the mimeographed ban letters. I've got 1, 2, and 3. I've got crazy old original, mimeographed envelopes, handwritten letters between his wife and this lady that's putting together a birthday party after a gig, and pictures of all the guys that didn't make the band.
Who are you talking about?
Joe Biden?
Bon Jovi.
Oh, okay.
Bon Jovi.
And what are you doing with it?
I knew you were a huge Bon Jovi fan, and I figured if anybody would have any interest in it, it would be you. It's just some neat stuff that somebody left in a storage unit.
What are you doing with it?
It's in a box under my bed. I'm not a huge Bon Jovi fan.
Yeah.
But I bring it down and drop it off at the studio if you wanted to look at it, to see if there's anything that interests you in it. I'm not trying to pinch or squeeze a dime out of anybody. If it's worth something, it's worth a little something. And
I gotta tell you, thank you. I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm also not a 12-year-old girl. But thank you. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I was wondering if I could mention something that's happening today.
No. All right, Calvin. Sorry, back to news.
Transgender swimmer Leah Thomas lost a legal battle Wednesday, challenging an effective ban on trans women competing in the highest level of women's swimming, dashing her hopes of making the Summer Olympics in Paris next month. 3 judges on the court arbitration for sports dismissed Thomas's request for arbitration with the World Aquatics governing body, saying the panel concludes that she lacks standing to challenge the policy and the operational requirements in the framework of the present proceedings, the court said on Wednesday. So Leah Thomas, not in the...
Good. I mean, look, I am certainly an ally of the queer community, but this is just getting ridiculous. It's not fair. And you want to be treated and called a woman, you want us to treat you with the respect that you deserve. Well, that's fine. We'll do that. But you can't try to change the rules that affect other people. They didn't do anything. And it's unfair to have a biological man beating a biological woman. Yeah. It's not fair. That's why they don't have in the Olympics already a free-for-all category. They have men's Olympics and women's Olympics. They keep it fair. That's it. I don't know why this is even a thing with this person anymore.
Anybody excited about the Olympics coming up?
I mean, my mother-in-law said the other day, she's like, I'm very excited about the Olympics. And we're like, nobody cares about the Summer Olympics. But I will watch it if it's on. Like, if something's on, I'll stop for a couple of seconds and watch it. But
very excited for my Team USA hat.
Oh,
Isn't that a cool hat?
That's cool. USA.
Yeah, so this kept on popping up. I had talked about it, I think, before. Kept on popping up in my Instagram. And I was like, I like the hat. And it was sold out. And it kept on popping. And I go, well, if it's sold out, stop advertising it to me. But then I found it, so I got it. So it'll be here hopefully this week. Yeah, I
feel bad that I hung up on that lady now.
Why? What do you think she's going to say?
Probably something terrible, but I feel bad that she's like, I listen every day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
It's like, if anybody can help me, I bet it's Mike Calta. and just
stashed.
Boom.
Now I feel terrible.
All I need is $20, and they'll be able to save my son's leg.
Yeah.
Way to go.
She said she wanted to mention something that was happening today, like a I don't know, like a festival or something.
Yeah, she did make it seem like there was an event. Or
she sounds so sweet, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just calling back. Maybe this is her.
Probably not.
All right. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. It's Janet.
Hello, Janet.
Janet's the crack lady.
I'm sorry, you say Janet the crack lady?
Croc. Remember my Crocs I showed you on the trip?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you on crack now?
This is Mike's girlfriend with the Crocs.
Yeah, don't call me at work.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't remember. All right. Well, I thought I was just trying to see if you remembered me. But we went on the cruise. And
I'm on 18 cruises, lady. I can't remember everybody that was on the cruise.
But she had Crocs.
I don't know.
She had Crocs on.
I thought she said crotch at the beginning.
So did I. And then I thought she said crack because it seemed appropriate that she was on crack. I'm sure I'd meet her and I'd go, oh, yes, I remember. Right now, I have no idea.
Remember me?
I'm in the middle of doing a show.
The one with the crotch?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of doing a show. I'm stressed out because I hung up on another lady 5 minutes ago. This one's trying to sell me crack. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to news. I'm sorry I even touched your phone.
This is what you get.
I'm sorry, Carmen. I should just listen.
Hey, Mike, you remember me? I was on the cruise. I was drinking.
Hey.
I was the guy that was drinking the frozen drink.
Yeah, remember?
I had a swimsuit on. Sunglasses. Remember me?
God.
I mean, I do remember something about that.
That's a lie.
There's one more call.
Yeah,
You think it might be a lady
100%
calling back?
you
Yeah, maybe it's that lady.
I didn't see. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. It's Jana. I'm driving through the.
Oh, she's coming to your house.
Where are you going?
Sounds like to the moon.
Jesus Christ.
That's what you get.
I wish the sweet lady would call back with her event to mention.
She's already probably calling MJ.
Oh.
Yep.
Please, can I just mention something?
It's me, Janice.
Hey.
With the Crocs. So we go from the women swimming thing over to real sports. Was Game 4 an aberration or the start of a trend? For 3 games, the Boston Celtics were clearly the best team in the 2024 NBA Finals. Even when their shooting was off in Game 2, the Celtics found a way to win. But Game 4 was very different with a 38-point blowout win by Dallas that forced a Game 5 that's happening back in Boston tonight at 8:30 p.m.
I wonder what the spread was going into that game.
Well, a lot of people said do or die, you know, obviously because it was 3-0. Boston was leading the series, but to blow them out the way that it did was unbelievable.
I'm sure it wasn't 30 points.
Yeah, 38-point blowout.
Made some money.
I think at one time it was actually they were leading by more than 45 points, which was crazy. And then, speaking of game 3s, is you had the Panthers and the Oilers won 8-1.
Insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But both of these are my fault.
Why'd you bet on it?
I mean, seriously, I bet on both. I'm like sweep for this one. The Dabrowski's not letting nothing in. I'm betting on both. Lost both.
I imagine there was a couple empty netters at the end to get that up there.
No, dude, yeah, but it was 2 right out of the game. Then it was like 3 more. I mean, it was getting up there.
It was crazy, and I posted a thing about it, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, they just want to win at home," because both teams actually are going home for Game 5 now. But
nobody does that.
No, but yeah,
nobody
if you can win, you can win. Yeah, they're still going to have the parade. They're still going to do all this stuff, and it's probably better to win at the opponent's thing, and they're all booing you and be like, "Yeah, well, we won, you idiots."
Remember when Lightning won the cup? Jane Castor, they dropped a game. She's like, "Oh, it's better to win at home anyways beforehand," and then everybody crapped on her.
Yeah, don't jinx that, man. Don't jinx that for sure. That's bad news. Yeah, if you're winning and you have the opportunity to win, you win, and you just take it and go. I'm trying to look and see the. It
she
doesn't.
bugs me, by the way.
Yeah,
Jane Castor.
Her face bugs me.
So Gio, Edmonton scored 3 in the first period, 3 in the second period, and 2 in the third period.
Can you imagine you were driving and somebody just said your face bugged me? She's already made it quite abundant. She doesn't listen, so I don't care.
But back to your point of wanting to end the series, especially in hockey, these guys are beat to hell.
Oh yeah,
they want to get out of this as soon as possible. They don't want to play another game.
This is interesting. Cops in Minnesota are no longer allowed to ask, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" The idea is to stop people from incriminating themselves and to keep questioning to formal interrogations. Yeah, I got to tell you, if you're dumb enough to say why you think, don't answer that. That's not the question you answer. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, please explain it to me. That's what you say. You don't go, because I have crack in the back? Because Janice has Croc shoes?
I am a sovereign citizen.
Yeah,
I don't, I haven't been, I know I'm jinxing myself. I haven't pulled over in so long that when I do, I think I'm pretty good with it. And I also think the officers, especially if you're getting pulled over like speeding or something, they're not really dicks. They're like, you were going fast. I got it. You can fight it in court, whatever.
Am I being detained?
I can tell you the last time I got pulled over was on Dale Mabry leaving here, and I was going down, and it was a female officer, and she pulled me over. And I don't know whether she said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" But I never answered. I go, I don't know. And she goes, "You were going whatever in 45 or whatever it was." And I go, "Oh yeah." I go, the guy had pulled out, and I was trying to get around him and stuff. And she goes, "All right, let me just run and see." She goes, "Doesn't seem like you have any tickets or anything." And she goes, "I'm going to give you a warning." She goes, "Just so there's a warning on there. So if they do stop you again, they'll probably give you a ticket." And I said, "Okay, that's fine. Thank you." And it was totally nice.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, she was totally fine. Wasn't like, "You son of a bitch," yelling or anything. So, do you know why I pulled you over? No, that's the answer.
What's the Jay-Z line?
Because I'm young and I'm black.
Yeah,
my hat is
hat's real low.
I don't know. Should I guess some more?
Yeah. Thanks. Out of all the people, I didn't think Joe would be the one. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know.
Do you ever procrastinate?
Whatever that means, I do it. I guarantee. If it's crastinated, I'm crastinating.
Well,
I'm the crastinator.
It's the opposite of procrastinating. So precrastinate.
I feel like precrastinate for me means I don't want to do it before I'm supposed to do it. I'm putting it off already before it's even time to do it.
It's the opposite. So instead of putting things off, you do stuff as early as possible so you can stop stressing about it.
Nope.
But
I'm
doing
last minute Larry.
doing it too much can cause its own kind of stress because it makes you feel like you're rushing all the time.
Yeah, I could see that.
Nope.
But I told you I did a long time ago. I made a conscious effort to, if something took me less than 2 minutes, I did it right then. I didn't put it off. I go, all right, if this is in a, like if you leave something in the car and you're like, oh, I got to get that out of the car or whatever, just do it right then. Because a lot of times you'll forget or you'll do whatever. And then the next morning, the same with like getting gas. You're like, I'll leave that for morning Galvin. And then you get in the car and you're like, I'm running late already. And now I got to get gas. Yeah.
Although if I have a trip coming up or something, I do everything beforehand. Like if we're taking a road trip, I make sure that car's ready to go. I don't know, certain things I'm prepared for and certain things I couldn't care less about.
Yeah. There is a Great Dane in Iowa named Kevin. I love I love when animals have human names. A cat named Steve, all that stuff. Is now in the Guinness Book of World Records for the tallest dog in the world. They measure from the ground to the top of the shoulders on the dog, the top of the shoulder blades. The official measurement, 74 inches.
Holy cow.
Must be nice.
Look at that pony.
So standing on its hind legs, it's well over 6 feet tall. There's some video. Look, there is Kevin the Great Dane. That is a big old dog.
That is a nice dog.
Yeah.
He's so
Great
cute.
Danes are awesome.
My brother-in-law's got a Great Dane who's like 8 months old, and he's already like
Really?
huge.
Oh, I'm sure his paws are just giant.
It's so funny because it's so massive, but it's still like jumps and moves like a puppy.
Yeah.
So it's bizarre to look because it's such a big animal.
I had a Great Dane for a while because our cousins had a Great Dane named Toby that was an awesome dog, and it would just come up to you and lean on you and put its full weight on you. You'd be like, good Lord. And they had an apple tree in the backyard, and we'd throw it apples and just go, and like eat apples. We're like, good Lord.
Hey guys, real quick.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Hello.
Good morning, it's Janet again.
Janet.
Right. What do you want?
Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, I am driving through Tennessee on my way to Illinois, Michigan. And just listening to you guys, I wanted to say hello and see if Mike remembered the croc lady he met at Papa's Distillery in Key West on the cruise about 2 years ago. And he gave me the nickname.
With the Crocs?
Croc lady. Yes. I showed you my Crocs. And you gave me another name.
Is this Janet?
Yep.
Yeah, the Croc lady.
Oh, boy.
Do you remember, Mike?
Of course.
Do you remember?
Do you remember what you guys did?
No, he gave me a silly nickname.
Tell him the silly nickname, Janet. They'll never.
No,
believe
you tell him.
You tell him.
You're the one.
You tell him.
Say it at the same time.
Here we
1,
go.
2, 3.
Go.
1, 2, 3. The Croc lady.
Thank you. Be careful driving. Bye. Oh,
from Key West.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Papa's, Place.
Papa's Pilar.
Yeah.
she was on the cruise.
Yeah, she was on the cruise 2 years ago. It was at the Papa's Pilar place, whatever. And
we all remember that.
It was Janice. She was wearing the Crocs. And Mike goes, I'm going to call you Croc Lady.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. And then we all high-fived, and it stopped. We smiled and looked at the camera.
Glad we got that out of the way.
Unbelievable.
That was something.
That's your girl.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Janet.
Bill Belichick, you would say, is pretty successful, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I called my father Bill Belichick as an insult yesterday.
Oh, really?
My father has glorious hair.
Yeah.
And he jumped in the pool, and it instantly goes Bill Belichick when he jumps in the pool. But then he goes like this, and it's back to being normal. Like, you son of a bitch. I go, you go to Bill Belichick to Fonzie in 2 seconds. Bill Belichick, 74.
72.
72, curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Never smiles.
Also cuts the sleeves off of his sweaters.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
That's what I'm saying,
a great
yeah.
style.
You know what I mean?
A lot of Super Bowl wins.
Sure,
People
rich.
quote him,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff. He's winning all over. Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old cheerleader named Jordan Hudson.
Hey.
There's a picture on Bone TV. Bill is 72. Gronkowski actually joked about the
great.
relationship at the Tom Brady roast and stuff. But yeah, look at her. Look at her, 24.
Listen, people are losing their mind off of this. if you're 74 years old
72.
and you can, whatever 72 and you could get a 24-year-old, you're taking it.
Yeah,
you're taking it. I mean, why would you not? I mean, if you're 74, or 72, you don't want to date another 72-year-old, bro.
Nah.
You got Janet calling in about her Crocs.
But I mean, that's like if you can afford a new car and a nice car, get the new nice car. If you can get a 24-year-old cheerleader, who would go? No, not for me.
Can I tell you though, the thing that I feel like as I get older is that hot young chicks are usually dumb, and I don't mean dumb like they're stupid, like they can't do anything. It's just I'm a guy who's lived for 52 years and done some stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up poor. I went through a hard time. I've been through lawsuits. I've been through kids. I've been through everything. I feel like a 24-year-old girl would drive me insane in the first 5 minutes. However, there are some people that they call old souls where they look young and they look hot, but they're more mature and she's thinking, hey, I'm not interested in going to the nightclubs. I want to go out to a nice restaurant and go home and watch a movie with my daddy, that I never had boyfriend. So I don't really think that there's anything that wrong with it. In reverse as well, Cher's going out with like a 12-year-old. Nobody said anything about that.
Well,
but I mean, let's just let people be. I mean, it looks silly on the outside, but you have no idea what's going on. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's very much fun to be around. So for her to want to hang out with him,
that's the thing. He's got such like a garbage dud of a personality that you're like, how does he?
Because maybe she's just like really into just boring stuff.
Exactly.
But that's not always the case, Carmen. They may. I mean, obviously, look, the difference between him and the old guy you meet at the park is, $50 million. But also, like, he dresses nicer when they go to dinner. He's a smart guy. He knows a lot of people. He's more fun to be around.
Also, we're only seeing his media personality. You know what I mean? True. Like he
may love the Kardashians,
but he's tight-lipped in the interviews and all that type of stuff. When you get to know him, he may be a super nice guy and funny and everything else. Like, who knows?
They may both be huge Beatles fans.
Yeah.
Maybe all they want to do is sit down and listen to the Beatles and talk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just it's funny to me that everybody always says right away, right out of the gate, it's the money. It's the money. You see
it's
her
the money.
Yeah. Do you see her in? So what are you saying? All women are whores?
No, but I'm just saying, like, that relationship, it doesn't make sense.
To you?
To anybody.
Well, that's not true. It makes sense to them.
Yeah, because he has money and she's a cheerleader in the NFL and she's hot and he has money.
He's one of the most respected guys in that entire state, and he's a legend. And she has an opportunity to be around him and she's got a thing for older guys and he's there. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the money. It could be about anything. But whatever it is, think about it. At the end of the day, if it's the money, she still has to do gross things to him, to his old balls. For that money.
She's of age. It's not like it's like illegal or anything. Like, who cares? Honestly, they're both grown adults, but
the notoriety too. It's the
But let's also be honest about it. It's about the money.
Listen,
but you say that like he's buying her all like you see her draped in diamonds and all that. Like, is he paying her rent?
The circles that he's going to bring her into are like all A-list circles.
And we're not saying 100% that it's money. If I'm betting, it's probably money. But also, like you said, the circles that he's in, the people that he's around, all that stuff is a very exciting life, I'm sure. And really, if you think about it, she's like, I have to do gross stuff to this guy. But what she's getting out of it for what she's putting into it, she decides, this is worth it.
Right now, all she's getting is being called the girl who sniffs Bill Belichick's old balls. Because she's not getting, because nobody's respecting her for it. Nobody's saying, like with the upside to her, unless he's paying for all her stuff and buying her a car and all that, but we've not seen that.
But also, maybe she's going to dinner with so-and-so, and then he hits her up later on and is like, hey, you should leave old balls and come over here. And then all of a sudden, she's dating a 30-year-old that's retired and has millions of dollars.
Well, you also, like, she's the age of all the current NFL players, some of which have way more money than Bill Belichick.
Right, exactly, You know what I mean?
Carmen,
she gets introduced.
I know what you're saying, Carmen, but I think it's his notoriety and his fame way more than his money, because I don't feel like she's benefiting yet from the money that he has. And, also old guys dating young girls like that are very conscious of, she just wants my money, so I have to, hold back on it. I think the fact that he's Bill Belichick and she's dating a legend is what really makes it happen.
But I think fame is money. a lot of times.
But if they were if he was getting married to her, then I would be like, oh, she's definitely the money, because then she could take half of it,
right?
You know,
Mike Calta Show, hello.
Oh boy.
No.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Enzo.
What's up, Enzo?
Hey, Mike, I was the same as you. I said, there's no way in the world that I could date a 24 or 23-year-old, but it came into my life, but I tell you what, we actually got a lot in common. I was really surprised. You know, you'd be surprised. Some girls are actually more mature than what they are.
Yeah, you'll that's the thing. You'll find some girl that doesn't want to go out to the nightclub every night. She wants to stay home and watch Seinfeld with you, and you're like, I got my dream girl right here. Exactly. It's not always about the age, and it certainly isn't always about the money. Thank you. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Linda. Listen, on the same vein, right? So I'm trying to find a used car. So this guy had a really nice Civic on the lot, and it was a 2004 with 26,000 miles, original miles on it, right? And he kept flexing, yeah, but it has 26,000 miles. I told him, yeah, that's like me saying I'm 60 years old and I'm a virgin. Don't matter how much it was used, you old.
Yeah, but if you can afford to put new tires on it right away, I get what you're saying, but thank you. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up,
hey, Mike, this is the Hey Dude guy from about 4 years ago.
Did I say Hey Dude to you?
No, he's the shoes, the Hey Dude.
The shoes.
No. But no, seriously, I don't know if I think they did like a 30 for 30 or some kind of documentary on Belichick. I forget where it was. But that guy is literally nothing like that on the football field. He, actually, and I'm a huge Jets fan, so I have every reason to hate him, but he actually seems like a pretty cool guy outside of the football team.
Yeah, all the players love him.
Yeah.
You know, so
all the players love him, and they're all that girl's age. So he's got something going on that's attracting the young people.
And this is the Hey Dude guy. From
he's listening to himself. Hey,
Later,
dude
Hey Dude guy.
All right, Galvin. Sorry.
Over to another guy from sports. Inside the NBA, host Charles Barkley is retiring after next season. Yeah, 61. He's 61. But he does such a great job on there.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have to worry about anything. Now he can just be rich and date young girls like Bill Belichick.
Spanish, I know you're a big fan of The Sandlot. Most people like that movie.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Tom Gyrie, who played Smalls in The Sandlot, was arrested for destroying someone's car windshield with a 35-pound dumbbell. And we have video surveillance. It looks like it's his neighbor, I guess. And he comes over and smashes the thing through there. Did you already show it?
Yeah. It was
smashes the dumbbell through there, and then they have video of him on the front porch with a knife and stuff. Yeah, so he got arrested. I guess it's his neighbor, and there was some sort of incident or whatever. But he looks like a lunatic.
Yeah,
I like to point out I love both my neighbors.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I've never had any anger towards either one of my. I say on either side, but either one of my neighbors nothing has ever made me angry. Certainly not enough to want to smash anything. You know, my poor neighbor, I'm surprised she didn't smash my windshield and be like, your dog's crapping in my backyard again.
Yeah, and
your old man's peeing in my backyard, too.
If that's your Jeep, you got to go, you're killing me, Smalls, right? What you say?
Joe. Yes, Michael.
Tom the Tree Man was by yesterday.
Yeah.
He bought a gift for you.
He did.
It's an outdoor toilet.
Oh.
Yeah, you set it up, and then when you go outside, you get in the little room, and you go.
Adorable.
I like it. I
love it.
All right. I'll try
He's
it out
buying
today.
Joe gifts
for Father's Day.
Doesn't Joe owe him like a bunch of money?
Thank you. He actually bought it for me and said for Joe. And Joe goes outside. But yeah.
Have you paid your debt yet?
No.
Wow.
No.
Standoff.
Welcher.
Poor Tom. Tom worked late hours yesterday. Tom had to go straight to work from driving.
Oh, no.
I know. I feel awful. He was out at, what'd I say? Bryson Tiller?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I remember Bryson. I don't remember the last name.
All done, boss.
All done, boss. Yeah.
Everything's safe.
I love you, boss.
Finally, in news, people on social media are talking about the most attractive occupations, assuming the salary wasn't a condition. You know what I mean? So, not considering salary, whatever. If you could do anything, what would you want to do?
Oh, Hall of Fame football coach.
Dating 24-year-old.
Yeah.
But like, think about something you would want to do.
I know
if
as
it
the
didn't
best
matter.
the best job in all of Tampa is Charlie Belcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's Charlie Belcher is not on this list, surprisingly.
Like TV reporter.
TV reporter, no, not on there.
Give me an idea what is on the list so I can see where.
I can tell you number 10 is writer.
Oh.
Okay.
Writer is on there.
Lifeguard.
Number 9 is artist.
So these are things you'd want to be if you didn't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
Okay. So no.
That's the preface of the whole thing.
Yeah.
There are some on here that are a little bit, weird and stuff just because you're like, yeah, that'd be great.
Photographer.
I'm sorry?
Photographer.
Photographer, no, not
I
on
thought
there.
you said tautographer.
So did I.
And I thought that was going to be something that you tell us, like we're all supposed to know what tautography is.
I thought it was going to be like the people that do the maps and stuff.
Yeah.
What is that?
Topography.
Yeah. Baker is number 8.
Quarterback?
Not Baker Mayfield, just a baker like
Oh.
to bake cakes. Number 7 is working at an animal rescue, like a sanctuary or whatever, because you get to hold the little baby animals and stuff. Working at a comic book shop.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
Like that? All right.
You sit there and read comics all day and talk to fat nerds.
How about this? Pro bono veterinarian, where you just go and help animals. Don't have to worry about getting paid for it or anything like that.
No, you got to see animals dying and stuff.
Yeah, but you get to help. There's a guy who does stuff. You may have seen him on Instagram, who goes and he helps all the homeless people with their animals, with their dogs and stuff. Yeah, it's really nice of the guy to do it. And obviously he gets funded by people donating and stuff. And I think he just won some Good Samaritan thing, and they donated like a few $100,000 to keep him going.
Listen, can we talk about this for a second? I watched a video of a guy who was helping homeless people out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd go
Is
up
it
to
just Nate?
No.
Oh.
He'd go up to a guy and he'd go, I think I've seen just Nate before, but this guy, he would go up to a guy, it was music, so there was no talking, and he would tap him on the shoulder, and the guy would be like sleeping or whatever, and he'd wake up, and then he'd just be a guy who hadn't taken a shower, hadn't brushed his hair, he had a beard like Love Tiger, and he would take him, the first thing he would do is shave the beard off, then he would cut the hair, and then he would take out a gallon of water and some soap, and he would literally wash the guy with his own hands, and I thought, that's where I'm out. That's where I mean, look, I'm for helping the guy out, but I'd like to pick him up, no gloves, and was like rubbing his hair, and his head, and his body, and he didn't, it wasn't sexual. He was like rubbing him all up with soap, then washing him down. But at the end, he gives him a nice new shirt and pants, and puts a little lei around his neck, and the guy feels nice and clean. It's a very nice video to watch. But I couldn't get past. It's like walking on the bottom of a lake with bare feet. I was like, I don't touch that. No, I don't. There's a certain amount of people that have. I get it. It's just the idea that somebody's got fleas or something like that grossed me out so bad.
Hepatitis, yeah.
Oh, I'd take the hepatitis before I would take lice. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of stuff that grosses me out.
Yeah.
Jump jockeys just had to clean out a bum camp up in Hudson.
Oh,
and
I saw the needles.
What's a bum camp?
Well, encampment. We're like behind a business.
Oh, wow.
Bums were like living there with the tents and all their stuff, and they had to clean it out. And it was like crack pipes and like needles all over the place.
I saw the needle pictures.
They had to have all kinds of like protective gear on to get it cleaned up because it's somebody's property. It's like behind their business.
Yeah.
So they got to clean all the stuff out of there.
They find any Crocs up there?
No Crocs, but a lot of needles and crack pipes.
It's weird because I think part of me is like, if you're homeless, you have to find a place and you have to make a little bit of a home, but also it can't be on somebody's property. And it can't be, it's hard to deal with. I mean, if I own a convenience store, I remember when I lived in Wesley Chapel, there was a convenience store and there was a bum camp behind it, but it was way behind it in the woods and they didn't really care about it.
Well, a lot of time now with these woods getting cleared out for apartment complexes and stuff, they're finding more and more of these.
It's homeless people. It's like when the deer move out and just got no place to live. The homeless people are back in the society again.
Both have ticks.
The bums abandon these camps and then they're just like there behind businesses and stuff.
Oh, gross.
Weird. So this list, I will tell you, this is what I was talking about. Spanish and Carmen may be looking for new jobs. Spanish, you could do anything, and money wasn't a matter. What would you be? Like, what would be a good job for you?
Oh, testing drugs to see the side effects.
Oh, I thought you were going to nail it. No, it is testing something. Quality tester for a hammock manufacturer. Right? What? You can take it out back and be like, oh, let me see. How's it feel?
That is so specific.
Right. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? So that's one. Carmen, what would you be? If you could be anything and money wasn't a matter.
Travel influencer.
Travel influencer.
That's good.
What would you do while you're traveling, Carmen?
eat food.
Yeah. Traveling food critic.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. That's
I'm
it.
in.
That's actually number 1. So
Yeah.
hammock tester was number 4. Freelance musician was number 3. Number 2, forest ranger. And number 1, traveling food critic.
Yeah.
Carmen, you got the number 1 job in the world.
What
take
do
it.
forest rangers do?
Forest rangers.
They
Besides
shut the
prevent
gate
fires,
at dusk. They shut the gate so you can't go in there anymore.
That's
Yeah.
it. And then they just call when there's a fire.
And they just make sure you guys good. You grilling?
Yeah.
All right. And you go over there.
I feel like right now there's a forest ranger going,
Probably.
shaking his head.
Yeah, probably.
They collect the $2 at the front.
Yeah,
Because their
yeah.
stupid pay thing never works.
Right.
I just think Smokey the Bear. He was protecting us all.
Yeah.
That's the only forest ranger I know.
I would be a nickname giver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, it's Janet again.
I mean,
man.
come on.
Okay, I just have to tell you the best part of the story. You hung up on me before I could tell you the best part of the story.
We'll go ahead.
Okay, so
We'll take a quick break.
She's just gonna keep calling.
Block her.
Man.
He's driving across country.
Yeah, to Illinois.
Maybe the best part of the story is she's like, now all I want to do is S your D.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I don't know if
Doubt
that's
it.
the best part.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Go to ZeroResTampaBay.com and don't forget to mention me, Mike Calta, 15% off all cleaning services. Zero S, spell it backward or forward. It's the right way to clean. I did. I spilled one strand of spaghetti. It wasn't even a full strand. It was like a little piece. And it hit, and then it immediately the red soaks into the white. I walked in and I just heard. I went to the bathroom when I came back. I heard, there's my wife. She was just scrubbing the chairs.
That's why old people have the plastic. You got to get the plastic.
I know, but I also don't want to stick to the chair every time I'm sitting there.
What, you sitting naked? What are you doing?
Yeah, you don't do it.
Maybe
we sit
sometimes.
around and watch Jeopardy naked.
I got to tell you, how naked are you when you're in a hotel?
Oh, totally.
Totally naked all the time.
But you know what? That grosses me out because I know that I was in my hotel before me too. You know what I'm saying? Like some guy was rubbing his nuts and everything in the hotel room.
But I put towels down. I put a towel down. Like if I'm sitting on the seat, if I'm in the bed and you're just naked.
You don't want anything. You don't want to imagine you sat there and you didn't know and you had bed bugs.
Oh.
And you're in your butthole.
No.
You don't need that. Butthole bed bugs are not.
That's a tough one.
One is definitely tough.
Terrible. I love a hotel, man. Love a hotel. That's why whenever you were saying about staying in a hostel or Airbnb, I want people to do stuff for me.
Yeah,
I
I
want
get
them
that.
to clean
You
up.
don't get that anymore, Galvin.
Huh?
You don't get that anymore. Ever since COVID, they don't clean your room. They don't come in every day and take your towels because of the
They were cleaning and doing stuff.
You got to tell them now.
Yeah.
You got to leave it on the door that you want them to clean. Like before, they were like, I clean your room. Now they're like, you got to put the sign out. You got to let them know. And then they come in, they're like, do you want to reuse your towels? Do you want to? No, of course I don't want to reuse my towels. Yeah, dude, it's gross now. And I'm talking about nice hotels. I like to stay in a nice Disney hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they I feel like they go above and beyond. Certain ones.
Yeah.
They also got their cheap end ones. But I like the ones that go above and beyond. They're nice to you no matter what you say to them.
People at the hotel were very nice to me. I did have a incident at a grocery store. I won't name which one, but it was busy. It was very busy, and I only had a turkey wrap and a water. And I'm like, well, I'm not waiting in line. And then there's the 10 items or less, and that was very full.
Yep.
So I go, do a little customer service. Don't mind if I do. Walk on over. And I'm walking up from the left. And there is a couple here walking, and I'm about a step in front of them. A lot of the times I would be like, go ahead in front of me. They were kind of moseying. So
I don't like a mosier.
yeah, right, exactly, because they're talking and blah, blah. So I step, and the girl goes, I set my stuff down on the counter, and she goes, actually, they were here first. And I go, were they? I go, were they? Because I would be walking through them if they were here first. And she looked at me, and I go, no, by all means, help them. And I walked around the corner. I went over, and I got out before those people did. And I was like, get out of here. By the way, I also said, I get it. Fight the power.
Yeah.
You figure out what the situation was.
All right.
The power. You were the Caitlin Clark of the store that day. I got you.
Oh, okay. So they were here first. All right.
Fight the power.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not you.
I was just like, all right. I see what's going on here.
I have some new music for you.
Oh, I love new music.
All right, this is not new music,
No.
but it's
Well, then why would you?
it's similar. It's similar.
Yeah.
It's a cover,
Okay.
but I want you to guess who's singing the cover.
Okay.
But the problem is I only have the video, so you can't
Yeah,
look at my
I
screen.
won't look. All right. And it's a popular song. We'll know it.
Oh, you'll know the song.
Okay.
Sure. All right. hold
If you
on.
play me David Lee Roth, 8675309.
No, you already played that for us. I know.
All right.
All right, hold on. I got to give it some
All right. So
volume.
this is this a band or
Yes.
a singer?
This is a band.
This is a band doing a
bandish.
cover. Well, no.
Yeah, it's you'll. It's,
All right. All right. Somebody doing a little Michael McDonald. Is this Justin Timberlake?
It is not.
Is this a boy group?
Yes.
Is this NSYNC?
It is not.
Backstreet Boys?
No.
New Kids on the Block?
No.
Damn it. I'm running out of. Is this One Direction?
No, it's a less of a group like that.
Hanson.
Who?
Hanson.
It is Hanson.
Hanson.
Listen to that. Hanson. It's good. It's pretty good, right?
Oh, I mean, listen, they're talented. They're good for sure.
If they're playing this though, imagine what the crowd looks like that there would be into this song.
Well, I don't know what event that was, but
Right.
they're all wearing suits. So I don't know if it was a ball or a charity.
I
thing
listened.
or
They have the Bop song, but
Yeah.
they did it
It's
like
Bop.
they did. Yeah, they
Not
did.
Bop.
Whatever. They did the slowed down version of it, like acoustic, and I never really listened to the lyrics. Man, oh man, that hits way harder now as an adult than it
I
does as a
could
kid.
not tell you one lyric.
Bro, same. All I know is
the lyrics. Bop, bop. Yeah. What do you mean it hits?
Yeah, it's about like growing up and losing friends as you go along, and all. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Now I have to play.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I'm telling you, it was wild.
I didn't even know it
man.
had lyrics.
I know.
Would you like me to read you the lyrics?
read them as we're playing them?
So he says, you have so many relationships in this life. Only one or two will last. You go through all the pain and strife, then you turn your back and they're gone so fast.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Listen, if you're using strife in a song,
Bruh.
it's rough.
My God, I listened to it, recently, and I was like, man, I had no idea that when I was a kid, this didn't make any sense. But now, my God.
So then he says, so hold on the ones who really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there. When
How
you get
profound.
old,
Let's follow this up with
Yeah.
when you get old, start losing your hair. Can you tell me who will still care? Can you tell me who will still
Oh
care?
my God.
Yeah.
And I say to you,
And then it goes into bop dooba dooba doo bop doo bop baba dooba doo bop.
do you think that was like a placeholder? Like they wrote this song?
Right, yeah.
100%.
You're gonna lose your friends. Wait, when do we come? We'll fill that in later.
Yeah,
And then it just became Bop, like Susudio.
Yeah. Oh, I love that song too.
The same thing. Susudio was just even just filling the
Really?
blanks.
I
Yeah.
gotta
cool.
tell you, in the 70s and early 80s, they were like, this song is pretty good, but you know what it needs? Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Put him
And
on
a
there, it's gonna be
saxophone.
a hit, man.
The phone lines are somewhat packed.
Yeah.
727-579-1025.
Yeah.
The one person I want to talk to,
Janet.
no, Love
Line one?
Tiger,
Oh.
hasn't called in yet. But there are some other calls. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
I want to ask Galvin a question real quick, if that's okay.
Galvin, this guy would like to ask you a question.
I'll
You're
allow
taking,
it.
all right, he's taking questions, sir. Go ahead.
My wife and I are traveling up to Destin for a few days, headed up Wednesday.
Yeah.
Got a nice place to stay, and would you suggest a nice restaurant?
What are you looking for? I can tell you the first one that I think of is Harbor Docks. Harbor Docks is really good. It's right there on the water. It's got sushi. It's got steaks. It's got everything that you want. Harbor Docks is very good. I would check that out. If you want to be right on the beach and you're like going for lunch or something, check out the back porch. It's a really cool area. Has the bar and everything.
It's nice. Your wife shows her your back porch.
Yeah.
Do they have a Cracker Barrel?
They do have a Cracker Barrel. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it's not bad, but if you're going for other stuff. And then also, if you want to check out just a cool little kind of dive place, whatever, that has great seafood, is Dewey Destin's. It used to be like a bait shop that they turned into an actual. Cool. It's on a dock. It's great. It's
you used all the old bait.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Enjoy your trip.
Right.
Have fun, buddy.
See ya.
All right.
By the way, Club 10 if you want to check out some stuff.
Okay.
We started taking phone calls sometime around 7. It's 8:22 now. And I believe the Croc Lady's on the phone again.
No.
Do we want to find out what it is she's...
Yeah.
Do we do?
I do.
Does she know why she's calling?
I don't... do you think she's been drinking?
It's a vendetta now, I think.
Go ahead, Croc Lady.
I have not been drinking. I am driving.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to tell you the best part of the story but you hung up on me.
Oh.
It was when we went to Senior Frogs, and I came up to you and you said, "Oh, hi, Croc Lady." And I said, you really did give me a very appropriate nickname because I'm a retired high-risk antepartum labor and delivery nurse, and I've seen a lot of babies in my time. And you turned so red. I don't think you were feeling very well either that night. So it was fun. We had a great time. My husband and I had a great time on that cruise. We hope to meet up with all of you another time. You're a great group of people.
Well, I hope so. We got
anyway, I don't mean to hold you up and take your time.
Only 7 phone calls. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, and I hope to see you guys at the next cruise, which is happening in April with my number one best friend, Bobby Kelly.
I apologize.
That was the best thing.
Yeah, I apologize.
What?
Grossly miscalculated.
You call it.
Isn't it wild how some people's remembrance of interactions are different? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I'm on the same page as Janet. I remember the whole thing just like she laid it out.
Sounds like a great time.
I have a question. Do we think the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight will actually happen in November?
No.
Do you know that there's another person that has thrown their hat into the ring that now says he wants to fight Jake Paul?
I would pay to watch.
Is it a fighter or is it
former heavyweight champion
Tyson Fury?
No, he's current.
Oh,
wait a second, Galvin. I think we're talking about 2 different people.
I was thinking. I know Jake and Logan were trying to fight each other.
Well, you have a few different people that are.
I saw one that reached out and said, "I will save this by letting me fight Jake Paul."
Which was who?
Sugar Shane.
Mosley?
No. What's his name? Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, O'Malley. Okay. No, that's not who I'm talking about. Former heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis.
Whoa!
Jesus Christ. He wanted to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, he said they wants Tyson to save him for him.
How old is Lennox Lewis now?
Lennox Lewis has to be mid-50s.
Younger than Tyson, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, when's the last time? I bet Lennox Lewis is fat now.
Oh, no, he's in good shape.
Is he really?
Yeah, he looks good.
58.
Yeah.
He does look good.
Yeah, he looks really good, but also, he's 58 years old, and I don't know, the last time he fought has been quite some time. But
he's
still
6'5".
Yeah, he's huge. He's huge. Yeah.
And he punches down.
Yeah, but he'll just, oh, man.
You know what I just realized this morning, and I think we did talk about this? Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva fought on Saturday night.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, that happened.
On what?
I don't know what it was. I remember we mentioned it was going to happen.
Gervonta Davis fought, and then also you have the fight between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal coming up sometime.
Well, who won the Sun and Silva fight?
I didn't even see. I just saw that they fought.
We don't even know who.
No.
That's so funny. That's so funny that those things are so important to them and nobody else cares.
I was by it was a decision. But then Anderson Silva was saying that knockouts were not even allowed in the fight. So
lame.
All these dumb
it's a clown show.
Fights they're doing now.
They're just cash grabs. It's celebrity boxing.
We really need to try to figure out how we can watch those Romanian fights where it's one guy versus the 2 chicks.
But the thing is, Gio, is that it's a cash grab, but also it's like guys who like UFC doesn't care about anymore that still wish that they could fight. So they're
So the fight was a draw.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's probably how it was supposed to be from the beginning.
Does it turn out to be nothing more than a glorified sparring match that ended in a draw?
awful.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah. Chael Sonnen's best thing he does is talk.
Right.
And except that one fight that they got in but that was the one fight that they got in on what is that show called? Tough Enough. The fighter one.
Ultimate
Fighter.
Yeah.
When they were in there and they got too close and then they started fighting and I think that was cool, and you never know what's that set up or not. But you're like, got me excited for a second. I watched Star Wars over the weekend. The one where Rey goes back to get Luke.
Oh yeah.
Now keep in mind, I saw all these in the movie theater, but I slept through most of them.
Yeah.
So watching them now is very much like watching them for the first time. I quite enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was about Rey.
Now wait, is this the one where she actually finds him, or
Yes.
she's been with him? Okay,
She finds him, and she is being drawn into the dark side.
Oh, okay.
And Luke is trying to tell her, you didn't even try to fight the dark side. I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
And I don't remember any of that.
But who ruins that movie? Mark Hamill ruins the movie. The movie's
But
good.
the good thing in this movie is in this part of the movie, he's supposed to play a curmudgeon-y old jerk off. So
Makes sense.
it made sense.
Yeah.
It worked out well. I don't know. It's such a long part of our lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it. It all started when we were all like, what was the first ones for you?
The first ones for me, I remember
Was
my
Phantom
dad.
Menace or no?
My dad sat me down for I want to say A New Hope. Is that the very first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we watched it, and I remember I am your father, and looking at my dad, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, no way.
That's the biggest.
Yeah.
Did you see A New Hope in the theater?
Yes, I don't remember, but I
do.
did,
I
yeah.
remember it because we were watching it, and our neighbor was right in front of us, Rob, and we're like, "Oh, you're here too!" We're all excited as his dad brought him, my dad brought us, and watching that 1979. Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, I remember we did see it in the theater. I just can't remember where, but I do remember seeing one of them, probably Empire Strikes Back, with my father's brother, my uncle, but he was young. He was like my age, so maybe not my age, but a couple of years older. And he was telling me, and this is in the 70s, that these were the three, not the first three, these were the second three.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And that in the future he had hoped to make, and I kept saying, I hope when I'm that age. I was trying to do the math. I'm like, well, I still like Star Wars. And here I am, 52. And I'm like,
Griffin Dunn.
Yeah.
The actor. So he was good friends with Carrie Fisher. Like since they were kids, they grew up together and stuff. And he was talking about them both wanting to be actors and doing stuff. And that Debbie Reynolds asked him to move in with Carrie in New York. She was paying for the apartment, but wanted him to live with her and all this stuff. So he was like, no, I'm a Brooklyn guy or whatever he was, and this, that. But anyways, so she got this movie and was over in London and filming and stuff. And he's like, what's going on? What is it about? And stuff. And she goes, it's going to be a bomb. Like there's nobody in it. Harrison Ford. And he goes, I actually know Harrison Ford. He put the deck on my parents' house.
That's what a lot of people said. He was a big time carpenter in LA. Yeah, he did a lot of handyman jobs for a lot of actors.
But then she was like, they have me wearing like a gold bikini and my hair is all weird and all this and that. And he goes, of course, he wound up being Star Wars. And he goes, and we had no idea. And we went and watched it, the premiere and stuff. And he goes, as soon as that crawl came up on the screen, he goes, I knew that shit was going to change films forever.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. It was when they were filming it, they thought it was just going to be a bunch of rubbish.
Think about it, because all the special effects weren't in it, so there was a lot of bang bang, doing finger guns and stuff. Yeah.
A little guy in a garbage can and somebody in a dog suit.
And
Like, I don't know
David
what's going-
Prowse, the guy who played Darth Vader, they didn't even tell him that they were dubbing his voice.
Yeah, he was doing the lines.
He was acting it out.
Once you hear it, you actually hear the thing, and it's not bad, but it's not James Earl Jones. You know what I mean?
So messed up.
How many times did you see the movie in the theater?
Oh, just one time, I think, at the theater.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Because people were going like 20, 30
People were going a
times.
bunch, yeah.
I mean, I saw it probably half a dozen times. At least. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could remember more of it. I remember when remember Weekly Reader? Did you get that in school? It was like a little little pamphlet thing, and just talked about some of the things that were happening in the world. The president went to China and this and that thing. And then it said there was a poll in the back, and it said, "Do you believe that Darth Vader is Luke's father, and I was like, no way.
Nah.
What are you talking about? You crazy kids. You know what's so funny is that any adult watching that movie probably put that together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they talk about Anakin and they talk about his father, and you know, then you kind of figure it out. There's Ben Kenobi. You know, when you're a kid, you don't see any of that foreshadowing. All you hear is "No, I am your father." You're like, what?
The evil one?
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is, but I love Darth Vader.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean, there was just the I don't know. It was just something about I love the outfit. I love the voice. I love the character. The idea that there's always a little bit good left in somebody. Like there's just so many things about Darth Vader. I have a Darth Vader tribute tattoo. I have a little not a Death Star, a little TIE Fighter.
That's cool.
On my arm. Yeah, it's not really cool, but I just kind of snuck it in there a little.
Yeah.
You do, really?
Yeah, you guys are the same.
Yeah.
We have matching TIE Fighter.
Yeah,
well, mine's
now
just
you
like
have
a stick
two matching
figure.
tattoos.
3, because you have an alien head too.
That's 2.
Well, that
What's
would
the
be
third
2.
one?
Then you have the TIE Fighter and then the grinder.
You don't have a grinder tattoo.
Oh, I thought you meant 3 with people.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was
I didn't
like,
know
you-
you meant just me. Yeah.
No,
sorry,
just you two.
sorry.
Oh, I didn't see if Steve-O got the wiener on his eye.
I almost texted him and I was like, I don't really want to know.
Dude,
I
I'm
feel like if
telling-
he did, we'd be seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now that if he gets boobs, if he gets implants, and
That's
stuff,
wild.
when he comes in, I'm taking that day off. That's gonna freak me out. I do
You'd
not.
be so
wanna-
attracted to him.
No, I do not. Yeah, dude, check him out.
I'm motorboating him. I already said I'm motorboating
What if they
him.
have hair?
I will puke.
I'm motorboating
That'll
him.
be so weird.
You motorboating son of a bitch. I'm going right
Are they
in.
built for speed or they built for comfort?
I think they're going to be awkward. They're going to think of like when girls get cheap ones done and they look like
Yeah.
2 Hostess cupcakes sitting on his chest.
Don, yeah.
Yeah, I
He said
think
he was going to one of the best guys in LA.
Yeah, but he's
He
so
doesn't
skinny.
have the skin. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
have.
But a lot of girls had nothing, and then they got,
But they also have something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're built that way. I mean, if there's nothing, there's not much they can do. They can't make them huge. But yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. It is going to look.
This is gonna be wild.
Yeah. He'll be. Was there anything? I didn't see anything like on TMZ or whatever. so
no,
I
and
didn't
I'm
see.
looking at his social media right now, and there's nothing on here. So maybe he's saving the reveal for something else. I don't know.
He'll be here next week, so
Yeah.
he won't have his boobs by then, Galvin. So you don't have to
too
worry
bad.
about it. I don't think he will, as it is. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Carmen, what did you do this weekend for Chatty Daddy for Father's Day?
Nothing. We just hung out at the house, and he just wanted to play video games, so that's what he did. He just played video games all day.
That's what I did. I haven't played video games in like forever.
What'd you play?
I played Red Dead Redemption 2.
That game's too slow for me.
Yeah. I kind of got into it after a while, and I haven't played video games that long in, I don't know, years.
Well, I'm putting the video game system upstairs.
Yeah.
So we can play at 115
Hell yeah.
inches now.
I'm waiting for that college football game to come out. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
And what? That is only going to be on, like, PlayStation 5, right?
I think an Xbox, too.
Okay, because, Chad's kind of pissed about that because he plays on a PC. He
Oh,
plays on
yeah.
a computer, and it's not for PC.
They say that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
the
PC.
but I don't buy it. Joey does the same thing. He plays on his PC.
Yes, I like the console because it's all in one. PC, you got to keep worrying about updating parts, and
Yeah.
I don't want to keep up with that.
No.
I got enough of my life I got to keep up with.
I feel like they built that for me. I feel like they built the console
Yeah,
when I used the
for
console.
sure.
What's GameStop doing? GameStop.
GameStop, I haven't checked recently.
I keep seeing they keep flashing on
Son
the
of a
news.
bitch.
It's
Yeah.
either if it's on the news, it's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah, I know they were trying to go after
Roaring Kitty?
Yeah, again,
Why?
because they said that they wanted to catch him in a pump and dump scam.
Yeah.
But he revealed a couple of weeks ago that not only did he rebuy, but he's trying to buy more than 50% of the shares to own a chunk of GameStop.
Hilarious.
Yeah. He's
Hilarious.
caused a lot of people to lose a lot of money.
It's not his fault.
Well,
It's the result of what happens. It's what they've been doing to everybody else for years.
that's
so
part of the
thing.
game.
It's not his fault.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. But the SEC's now making all these new rules, and they allow things like Robinhood to halt trading.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I say you take all your money out of the stock market and put it in the Hard Rock Bad app.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, they say gold and silver right now are the safest because BRICS is trying to destroy the dollar, and So it's not going to be good.
Now, do you own gold stock or actual like gold coin?
Own the actual gold.
You own.
You want the actual gold. You don't want gold stock.
Well, I have gold stock. Why don't I want gold stock?
Because that's just an easier. Same thing as if you own stock money or you own stock in the stock market. If it crashes,
it can go away.
Yeah,
or if you have the gold bar,
right.
they don't come to your house and take the gold bars.
It's still an IOU.
Yeah.
I just feel like when the world really goes into when the crap hits the fan, nobody's coming to my house and going, I'll give you this ammo for a piece of that gold bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is they're not going to do that for your stock in gold either. You have some of the most important things if the world goes the way that it's.
I'm ready to go.
Right. The most important things.
Love,
firepower.
Yeah.
Really?
No, the gold and all that stuff is just for the first 3 days. That's all you need is for the first 3 days to get out of any major city. Because if your money is no longer existent, then you'll have something to barter with to get out of a major city for that time. And then once everything collapses,
I'll trade one of my kids.
As the replacements once said, I have the pistols, so I keep the pesos.
Yeah, that's true. I do have the
such a
pistols.
great song, by the way.
That band came one great song and then disappeared.
Yeah.
I do need to make a trip though, Spanish.
I do too.
To Shark Coast.
Yeah, I need some ammo.
That's what I need, ammo. I got enough guns. I need to start building the ammo stock up.
Same.
Do shotgun shells go bad?
No, I think all of them, if they're not kept properly, can go bad. But like if they get moisture, no, I think you're fine.
All right.
Yeah. Galvin's had his for 10 years now. Never fired
Oh,
one.
longer than that.
Oh, really?
Longer than that, yeah.
That's so funny. Like you're not even curious to see what it feels like?
No, and I really should. I really should take it and shoot it at the range.
Here's
and
why.
Figure out and how to load it quick and do all that stuff.
Yeah, but also you want to know what it feels like to fire it.
Sure,
that,
yeah.
The
So
thing-
I don't go,
or you don't hit you back in your face.
Yeah.
The other thing is that people don't realize they take their gun and they go to the range and they shoot their handgun or whatever, and then the day that they have to pull it out and use it, they don't realize that they're not wearing headphones.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Your ears. And
Right.
it's so goddamn loud.
You'll get tinnitus.
It's even
real
loud
quick.
with the headphones on.
Yeah. You can feel the whole. You just feel it in the air. Ooh.
I love shooting guns.
Me too. Let's go.
I love shooting guns.
I have to. I have a couple of nice ARs that I need to take to Will and go. Can you make these cool like yours?
Yeah.
Because I look at his. His look like he just got out of the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Mine just look
Lasers
like
and lights.
they came out of the factory. I gotta get. They got the suppressors this weekend, so
Oh, that's right.
little Hutchworks on there.
Yeah.
Something cool. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll play a game. We'll give some stuff away. See if Janet, the croc lady, wants to win something. But seriously, we'll clear the phone lines and we'll do that. We'll come back and we'll give some stuff away. And then Ian Beckel stops by at 9:00. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Oh, Lord. Carmen,
Yes,
we have a lot of things to give away today.
we do.
Please tell the people what that is.
Okay, 1 second. Well, I was ready
No,
to
now.
Please, come on.
play the thing.
I mean, come on. Jesus.
Okay, so we have tickets for Monster Jam. 30 seconds
Monster
to-
Jam's coming now?
in August.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. They usually do like 2, like 1 in February, 1 in the summer.
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars. That's been a popular one. Sammy Hagar, Journey, and passes for a 2-park, 1 day, Universal.
Oh.
That's nice. It's a good little getaway. All right, let's do it right now. A little Redneck Bingo. Here we go. All right, let's play a little Redneck Bingo. I've got the... Oh, okay, got it right here. All right, I'm going to put this guy on hold because that's not how you play. The guy is called Owen Riegling.
Owen Riegling.
Yeah.
All
Going
right.
new country.
Mm-hmm. Am I first?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Spanish?
Snickerdoodle. No, Love.
All right. Gio?
Blue jeans.
Blue jeans. I'll give you blue or jeans. How do you like that?
Thank you.
Carmen?
I'm going to go Sky.
Yeah.
Sky. All right. Let me go and grab Chris on line 11. Chris, how are you?
Doing all right. How you guys?
All right, Chris. The artist is somebody Riegling. What did I say his name was?
Owen
Riegling, and we've got Tonight, Love, Blue Jeans in the Sky. What would you like to add to that?
I think we got to go with Girl.
All right. You guys missed a very significant, easy one on this, but it doesn't mean you're not going to win. Galvin, what's my favorite?
Truck.
No, the one that you did. Yeah. This song's called Old Dirt Roads. But it sounds like there could be blue jeans and trucks and other stuff in it. So let's get 1 minute on the clock for Owen Riegling. Tonight, Love, Blue Jeans, Sky, Girl. Oh, I'm sorry, we did not have a winner.
I knew I should have got night instead of tonight.
Sorry,
and then
buddy.
He literally described everything in the sky, Carmen, except for saying sky.
I know.
Damn it.
Oh, that's a rough one. All right. Sorry about that. Let's get another artist. And that artist's name is Nate. So I think we might have done that already. Let me skip around a little.
All right.
Let's go to Tucker Westmore.
Tucker Westmore.
Yeah, you can't get more country than that. Tucker Westmore.
Tucker Westmore.
What do you think Tucker Westmore is going to say, Galvin?
I think he was to go city or state.
All right. Spanish?
Tucker Westmore is going to say friend.
Geo?
Boots.
Carmen?
Lights.
Lights. All right. Let's get a contestant on the phone. This is James. How you doing, James?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
James, you got city or state, friend, boots, and lights. What would you like to add to that for Tucker Westmore?
Let's add baby.
Baby. All right. I'm going to put you back on hold. I'm going to put Tucker Westmore up. We got 1 minute on the clock. And this song is called Wind Up Missing You. Tucker Westmore. Not a winner.
Are we not going light?
Well, he said Bud Light.
Light?
Right? Yeah, but
Light.
that's not a light. That'd just be like the light of the sky.
But
or
I
the
think
light
he
of the
said
night.
some other light, too.
Above the PBR light.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, wait
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's lights. All right. Carmen, I think by default we have a winner.
Yeah.
Underneath the PBR light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Well, they said lights, and I was waiting. Carmen? Turn it over to the judges. You were declared a winner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not you, but this guy.
PBR light.
You are, in fact, a winner, sir.
That was good, Gio.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, hold on. Okay, it's going to take a second. Yeah, Gio, do that again.
On the PBR light.
Like,
That was good.
like no one should have ever said to that guy, "You should be a singer."
I've been working on my Tucker impression.
Wait.
All right, I got one more. We got time for one more.
Yes.
All right, this artist is called Corey Kent. Corey Kent. All right, what do we got?
Did you say his name fast?
Nope, I'd
Makes
rather
sense
not.
to me.
I'd rather not.
All right.
Galvin, what do we have for Corey Kent?
Corey Kent.
Corey Kent.
He is going to say, damn it.
Damn it.
No, he's going to say, he's going to do another country artist. He's
All
going to
right.
say like a George Strait or
All
a
right.
Clint Black or something.
All right, Spanish, what do you got for Corey Kent?
Corey Kent is going to say, sticking with love.
Gio?
Corey Kent is at the bar. Gonna say bar.
All right, great. Corey Kent saying the bar. Carmen?
Girl.
Girl. All right, let me pull up a contestant. Hi, who is this?
Rob.
Rob, the artist is Corey Kent, and so far we have a country artist, love, bar, and girl. What would you like to add for that for the win?
Beer.
Beer. All right, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to pull up Corey Kent. Corey Kent is called, this song is called This Heart. This Heart. Corey Kent. 1 minute on the clock. Boring ass country songs. Thank God.
I can barely understand this guy.
Yeah. I couldn't pay attention. Joe
I
has
was so
some.
distracted by Bone TV. 'Cause
Yeah.
this chick's just on the bull, the mechanical bull.
Holy.
Joe, can you go back to what she was doing?
What was she doing?
It was unbelievable. No, she was like.
It was like launching her in the air.
Yeah.
And she just fall. It was amazing.
Oh. Well, we got ourselves a winner, so thank God we don't have to listen to that garbage anymore. Oh, look at Jen Epstein. What's she going to the Met Gala today?
Yeah.
She looks good.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What is how?
That's how you go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
She's,
for real.
She's positioned the same way.
My God,
That is wild.
that is something.
Sweet Jesus.
That's
All right.
somebody's daughter. That's all I thought.
Oh man.
That's how you get a black eye.
All right, we got to take a break. Ian Beckles is here with us. He's going to hang out with us next. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Ian Beckles is here in the studio with us. Let's get your input on this.
Okay.
On Bill Belichick dating a 24-year-old cheerleader.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. Like, well, I'm not asking you from the perspective of being her father. I'm saying as a man of your age.
Yes.
How young do you think you could date a girl?
That's too young for me.
But what?
It's
like, would you write it off right out of the gate, or maybe you meet one and you're like, I don't know, you could be so mature, really.
I'm gonna write it. I've actually, when I was doing something from the boat with the Bone and Bud Light, there was a Bud Light girl, pretty girl. We were hitting it off, and she goes, "Let's go out on a date or something." I was like, "All right."
Really?
Yeah.
No girl has ever said that to me.
I mean, I don't know what she wanted from her, whatever, but we went out. She's a 23-year-old girl, and halfway through the date, she's an attractive girl, and I'm realizing I can't do this.
Nope.
My oldest daughter is 30.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say this, and I'm above it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's for me as a 56-year-old man to go after a 23-year-old girl. It's not saying anything about me or her. But what is she looking for?
Well, she could be looking for it. This is my thought on this, okay? And I don't know. This chick could be a gold digging bitch. I have no idea.
Okay.
But she is sick of bro dudes, and she's sick of guys who want to go out and get drunk every night. And she meets a guy, and she's like, this guy's been through it already. He's not going out every night. He seems like he could be loyal to me. I don't want to go out. I want to stay home. I want to watch TV. I want to go cook together. I want to travel together. This is the kind of guy I might want to do it with. And that's what she sees.
Okay.
And then you look at her and you go, man, she's fine. I like her. She's hot. And then you talk to her and she's like, but I don't really like Britney Spears. I'm more of this type or that type. I like jazz. And she's a little bit more your speed. And you guys go out to dinner a couple of times and find out you actually have stuff to talk about. Who cares how old she is at that point?
I think if I was going to go for a young girl, I'll go to Costa Rica or I'll go. No, I'm being serious. Or go to Colombia.
Yeah.
Those girls aren't American. American girls, after a while, they're going to look and go, you're just old.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Colombian girls, I think they're going to appreciate stuff. And Costa Rican girls, they don't have much. These American girls eventually are going to go, I just want to hang out with you because you're convenient.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm just going to be old.
I'm very convenient for my wife.
Yeah, but you guys were together when you had nothing.
Yes.
So then that means it wasn't just
I know that she loves me. But
go.
Also, it's like now I'm sure it's a lot easier to be married to me than some other guy.
100%. Yeah. And listen,
I'm a catch, Ian. I'm a catch.
No, I know you are. I thought I was a catch too until I got divorced. but it's one of those things where even after I've been divorced, whatever my wife says the reason is, I think some people look at her and go, "That's it." You know what? It wasn't like an event, or something. It was just like we just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, I see that happening with more and more couples as time goes on. They just grow separately and do their own thing.
Especially when the kids leave. When the kids leave, then you're just looking at each other like, why are you not doing something?
Yeah.
Go do something.
Joey was in LA for the past couple of days.
And how'd that go?
Great. Good. And we only have one kid here, and she was pretty much, she's at the age where she just wants to sit in her room and talk to her friends online. Correct. So it was almost like that, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is, I missed the kids, but I loved it. I was like, we should do stuff we don't normally do, like, but no, not but. I'm saying we should go out. When we went out to dinner. No. He went to LA, came home yesterday, got picked up at the airport, went to the Bryson Tiller concert, whatever that is, and then came home at like 4:00 in the morning. So I haven't seen him at all.
Your son has a pretty good life.
I mean, he's working it. You know what I mean? He's out there doing his stuff.
Yeah. What I like about him is that he's propelling himself into stuff that's going to be fun. Like I find myself like I'll create a radio show and it is about me eating. You see what I'm saying? Your son's doing stuff that he loves to do, and traveling and going to concerts. I mean, that if you could make money doing that, God bless.
Right now, it's costing me a lot of money,
yes,
but I think eventually it'll get to the point where he is making money off it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Ian Beckles is here hanging out with us, and now, are you working this weekend for us? This Thursday and Friday? I don't know. Do we know what's going on?
We did not decide anything yet.
I have not been asked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you wanted us to do it.
Yeah, to be live, but we didn't decide on.
Yeah, but you didn't. Yeah.
Like the way that sounds. I'll be honest, Carmen, I don't really care.
Ian,
You talk to your boss.
Yes, Carmen?
would you like to fill in host for us Thursday and Friday?
I would love to, Carmen, if that's what you want.
Yes.
Well, wait a minute. You mean like you guys do the show with Ian, or Ian does his own show?
Well, now that's up to Ian.
Wow, that puts me in a funny spot.
Well,
I will say it's up to you guys.
No.
You guys would like
let me
to be
ask you
here.
this: who do you feel comfortable doing a show with?
Everybody in here.
Well, I know. Forget about these people. But I'm saying,
Okay.
like, if you said, "Hey, Thursday, I'm gonna do a show, and these are my people. I want to have these people on."
Well, I mean, I'm normally with Dizzy, and me and Dizzy, I think, have a great rapport.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll bring in Tom Ponzo or I'll bring in Greg Wolf or whatever. But I mean, if they're gonna be here, there's nobody else. You don't need anybody else.
I don't know what. See, my problem is that nobody takes off unless I take off. So if I take off, people are like, "All right, well, we'll use some vacation."
Makes sense.
We'll figure out after the show, but something will be live on Thursday and Friday.
All
All right. I like the way that
I'm not
sounds.
going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere either.
Huh?
Carmen.
Yes.
So we're good to go then. Either way.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Ian. You're the best.
No problem.
Does anybody else feel like Carmen's not here today? Like I feel like you're.
I've been here all day. Every time you talk to me, I
No,
talk
I'm
back
not
to you
saying you're not doing your
instantly.
job. I'm not saying you're not doing your job. I
Sounds
just feel
like
like
it.
I feel like your head's somewhere else today.
No.
Sure?
I just have a
Call
lot.
your father for Father's Day?
I did.
Did
And I
the other
called-
girls call him?
They did. Everyone did.
Did the girls in the basement ring the bell so they could say Happy Father's Day when he came down? No.
It's not my dad.
Oh.
Not my dad.
David.
My dad was up north in Michigan. He was at one of his buddies' cabins, so he was just taking the day.
Can I ask you this question?
Join the lake.
This is not a shot at your dad. I'm just curious.
Oh,
When's the
God.
when's the last time you saw your dad?
Last time I saw my dad was when I was home when my uncle passed.
So how long
And
ago
I
was
was
that?
it was like last October.
Like I don't know that I could go that long without seeing my daughter. And maybe as she gets older, it'll probably get that way. But I'm like, I think I'd be a little stressed out about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I moved down here when I was 19,
Yeah.
And they think they just kind of got used to it. They like had to. Like I didn't really give them a choice.
Plus, there's other ones.
I was like, I'm out, Well, no, and then on top of that, like my dad, like when I turned 18, it was get out of my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was ready for us to leave.
Oh, see, that's not me at all.
Yeah, no, like my dad, like I had to start buying my own like toilet paper and stuff my senior year of high school.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I swear, yeah.
You should see how much toilet paper she uses. You don't understand.
Oh, listen, my dad still gets on us about it, about how much, because girls have to use toilet paper every time they go to the bathroom, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And guys don't. But so in my dad's head, like we overuse toilet paper, and it's like, no, we don't. We have to wipe every time we go to the bathroom.
Toilet paper is a privilege, not a right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how I knew I was in a relationship, is when I would have to buy toilet paper. When I had to buy toilet paper, I was like, I'm dating. I can tell I'm dating a girl right now because it's never. I never feel like I need to buy.
What were you using? A sock?
It's like one roll could last me a month,
Right.
But when you're dating a girl, you're like, how are we changing the toilet paper again so quickly?
Right. So that was something. So yeah, when I turned 18, he was like ready for me to hit the road. So yeah, and my dad, he likes being by himself. He's a loner. He's a lone wolf.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to find the girls.
That's not a thing. There's no girls in the basement.
We've moved to a cabin in the woods.
David is a lone wolf.
He is. He is a lone wolf.
Does he have a bike? Motorcycle?
He used to, no, but he built out a Sprinter.
Oh.
So he can like travel.
That's cool.
Yeah. I've showed this to you before, Mike. So.
I know, but it always makes me think how great that is, how much I'd love that. Just get to go hit the road.
Yeah.
Yep. He can just go wherever.
He can murder and capture anyone.
He does not murder.
He's like Heisenberg.
Yeah.
He's
Just like
not.
I don't think he murders. He keeps them.
He's like, they got that guy Gilgo Beach. That's not even him.
Carmen, what if he built it in the Sprinter and part of the thing he built is a little jail?
A little cage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Under the bed where he sleeps is a girl trapped.
That's not my dad.
Yeah, as
Stop
far as you know.
saying that. My dad is a very kind, loving man. And he does
That's
not.
what the neighbors will say.
He does not kidnap.
Never thought it would be him. He was so kind and gentle.
Quiet.
Never does not
Although I
kidnap
did
people.
see his bad side.
Kind and loving. Take your toilet paper and get the hell out.
And then on Dateline, there'll be some people did see his bad side, but they didn't live to talk about it.
I can't watch any of those shows anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Because I can't stay through them, and then I wake up the next day and I don't know what happened. I'm like, I don't know if they were guilty or not.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife watches them all. And as I'm drifting off to sleep, I just hear tales of murder.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch the new House of Dragons?
I did.
I started to watch it last night, but I was tired, so don't tell me because I stopped, and I'm going to watch it today.
It was good.
I didn't watch it either.
It was good.
All right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are they just putting out one episode at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I be watching this? If I didn't watch Game of Thrones, would I be liking House of Dragons?
You can.
You can.
You don't have to know, but you'd have to go back and watch the first season.
That's what I'm saying. Will I
Yeah.
like it? Will I like the first season?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
It was
I
good.
love it. I thought it was great. And then the first episode of season 2, you're right back in. You're right back in the mix. Yeah.
As good as Game of Thrones or better?
Right there. It's right there with it. Yeah. Same
You watch
vibe
any
and
of that?
everything.
I don't do that.
No, flying dragons.
I don't do that.
Like I literally, if there's an animal that talks or a tree that talks,
Right.
I'm out.
Right.
There's no animals that talk.
Yeah, there is. Yes, there is. There's wizards and stuff.
No,
I'm out.
There's dragons.
Yeah, do they
but
speak?
the dragons don't talk.
Do they speak though?
No.
No.
Yeah, but
They're just They're pet dragons.
they're just frolicking and like amongst people.
No, they kill people.
One
They
has a
ride
mother
'em.
who's a little blonde lady.
Yeah, no.
By the way, I guarantee if I went into your place and talked to 10 different people, they'd love talking animals. They'd be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Well, there's Game of Thrones is big in kava bars in general.
Yeah.
And Dungeons and there was a Dungeons and Dragons group at a kava bar.
Of course there was.
I believe it.
Nothing wrong with Dungeons and Dragons.
Listen, I feel like Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid was fun, and I feel like people who play it now take it too seriously.
Did you play that?
When I
Dungeons
was a
and
kid?
Dragons?
Yeah, but this is what we used to do. We used to go to like a kid's house whose parents weren't home. We'd sit at the dining room table. We each had our characters in like a book or whatever, and then one guy would read the thing and tell the story, and then we'd say, "All right, I hit him with my axe."
Yeah.
And roll the dice to see how effective it was, and then if he got stabbed, you had to take a point off of your own,
Your
I don't know.
HP.
Yeah, off your power.
Yeah.
It was kind of good, and then we all used to play, but I mean, we did it like maybe 5 or 6 times.
We played pickup sports.
We did that too, though. We did that too.
Our group wasn't playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I hung out with different groups. You know
I
what
did
mean?
too, but I just didn't have a Dungeons and Dragons group.
Yeah, I did. And the guy we used to go to his house all the time now is the only guy that from my school that so far has admitted he was gay. Yeah, he was the dungeon master.
You need something for a rainy day.
Yeah.
That was the rainy day thing we did. Well, here's the thing. On Wednesdays, we got out of school early because the Jews used to come over to our school to learn the Catholic religion.
CCD?
Okay.
No, it wasn't the Jews. It was the non-Jews that went to public school. Used to come over for CCD.
Yeah.
And then we'd have a half a day. So we would just do something like that. We didn't even have enough people to play a sport
Yeah.
because it was only 2 classes.
Rainy days are for strip clubs.
Well, I didn't go to a strip club until I was 18.
You know, I was at a strip club at 12.
Why?
Wow.
12. How?
Because 18 is a drinking age in Montreal, and just me and my boys were big, and we went to a strip club, and actually it was one woman dancing, and she was pregnant.
Oh.
But it was
Been
still
there.
hot.
Were you closer to the age of the baby or the stripper?
Now I'm thinking about it, actually.
I don't know what I would have done in a strip club at 12 years old. I would have been freaking out.
It gave you enough ammunition for months and months and months.
I bet.
Months.
Yeah. We used to go when I was 17. We go to this one strip club and we drink, and it was weird. It was just one long rectangular bar, and I used to hang out with this kid Ed who was in the Army, and he was cool. He knew what to do. And we'd go there and we'd sit down and we'd drink draft beer and just give girls $1. They'd come over and they'd wiggle a little and you give them $1 and they'd walk away. And I'm like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But the thing is that I don't know. I wonder. I mean, there's no way they knew how old we were. There's no way they thought we were 21.
No, they didn't care.
They just didn't care.
They're just making money as long as they don't care.
Yeah.
They're in cahoots with the cops, and that's the way it works.
There was a bar called Bottomley's, and we knew that Friday and Saturday we can go to Bottomley's and everybody could drink, and every school knew that. So you go there and there'd be 300 kids there.
Yeah.
In the 300 kids in this one bar, all from like, I know this kid from this school, I know this kid from this school. None of them out of high school. Cop never came by.
They don't care.
Never came by. I mean, how do you have a whole bar and just decide we're gonna serve to underage kids?
Well, I mean, once again, the owner probably knows somebody.
Yeah.
And cops act like they want to get people for DUIs.
Right.
I could give you 4 bars that you could sit outside. That if you have one drink, you're drunk.
Yeah.
So if they really care, they can get people all day long. I used to drink at Elmer's.
Yep.
You have half an Elmer's drink, and you need to call an Uber.
You're wasted, yeah.
And I sit there and drink 3 or 4 of them. I'm okay. Yeah.
I was crushing martinis on Saturday, but
So
I wasn't driving.
Dirty, back in the day when I was a drinker.
Yeah.
When I order a dirty Tanqueray martini, my wife would roll her eyes because I'm circling the drain.
Action coming.
That's an ending drink.
I said to my wife, I'm going to go home and I might go to Pete's later. And she was laughing, and I go, what? And she goes, you're 3 martinis in and we're still going to drive home, like being driven home. You'll be asleep the minute we got. And half of that was right. I was asleep in the thing, but we got home, came home, changed. It was like, I'm out, and went to Pete's house.
Really?
Yeah. It was a long time between drinks, but I went to Pete's house and I hung out there and watched the hockey game.
There you go.
Yeah. Pete with his harem of girls.
One-sided hockey game.
What's that?
One-sided hockey
Very
game.
one-sided. Are you excited for Edmonton? Since
Am I excited?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't give a crap about Edmonton.
Okay, well, I just Canada.
No, actually, I'm from Montreal. I dropped the Montreal Canadiens in the 90s to become a Lightning fan.
Okay, all
and
right.
since that moment, nothing in Canada has won.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You've left. They quit with you.
Could you imagine Canada loses to another Florida?
I know.
Yeah.
That must bother them.
No, they're gonna go nuts.
My father-in-law asked me. He said, "Hey, the Yankees are doing good," and I went. He goes, "What?" I go, "I just don't care about baseball anymore." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "You're such a big Yankee fan." I go, "Yeah, I still love the Yankees, but I'm just kind of I don't care much about baseball anymore." And he goes, "And my Giants." And I looked at him, and he goes, "You don't even like the Giants?" I go, "I've been a Buccaneer fan since the early '90s. I don't know since I moved here."
I think as you get older, you start to care way less about teams. I don't care anymore. Like, I'll watch my teams.
Yeah.
But if they lose, I go, eh.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I feel still like the effects of the team loss on this show, and I'm only talking about football or hockey. I mean, like if we're in the playoffs and we lose, it's a big deal, because we're such a good franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to football, I feel like on a football Monday, it's a little downer if we lost.
Well, I think football affects our community more than any other sport.
Yeah.
Like if the Buccaneers win, it literally affects people going out and buying stuff. The Lightning plays so many games.
That's the thing.
It's a big thing. Yeah, so
when
many
the
games.
Bucks win or lose, it really. I've talked to Joe Redner before, and he goes, "I'll show you the books. If the Bucks win, my numbers are probably 40% higher than
Really?
the Bucks.
See, I would think I'd go there to get cheered up.
No, if the Bucks win, everybody's in a joyous mood. Let's go
Let's go,
party.
yeah.
Let's get drunker.
I'm in the mood for a strip club. Like I don't go to strip clubs, and then every once in a while I get
a ratchet one or like a Scores.
Only a ratchet. One. I don't like any of those Scores, any of those places that got really hot chicks. I don't want any of that. I want one that's got a stab wound, stretch mark, real girls who've seen some stuff.
Desperation.
Yeah. By the original, by the Hooters on Hillsborough and the tucked in the back.
Oh yeah. Anything in Jack Shack City over there. Yep.
Yeah.
Anything in Jack Shack City is good. Anything off the beaten path. Although 2001's right in the middle of it all, and they're always good.
Yeah, 2001, there was shenanigans there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure back in the day we were probably at opposite ends of the club.
I remember one time where, I won't say it, a buddy of mine that I played with and myself during training camp walked up to 2001, just to get a little peek.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "You're a Buccaneer?" And I'm like, yeah, like he's going to let us in. He goes, "You're not allowed in." And I go, "Why?" He goes, "You guys keep on taking the girls out." So, like, there was a couple players who I will not mention.
I will not say Alvin Harper's name either.
Okay, please don't. So they used to roll up in there and just give them all money and leave. And the girls used to come with them.
Yeah.
So in the middle of a day on a Monday, you're not making any money.
shift.
If they give them $200 and they come over to the crib.
Listen, it's no secret Alvin Harper drove the price of pee up in this town
So high.
ridiculously.
So high.
He's overpaying everybody.
Yes,
he ruined it for all of us.
He did.
Jesus Christ, Alvin Harper. Does he still live here?
No, unless Alvin was my boy. I hung out with Alvin. Alvin was cool, but he was married allegedly. And then remember the rub back in the day?
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to drive your car on 7th, and he pulled his Lamborghini on 7th.
On 7th.
I go, you're not allowed to do that. And he gets out of the car with a dime piece. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, that is weird how that works out.
You're married.
And look, certain people look the other way for things.
That's true. That's true.
She gets to go home and drive around a Lamborghini. That might work out.
It's convenient.
Alvin Harper.
Yeah.
Says he now lives in Winter Haven, right down the road.
Freaky hop.
I bet he's not overpaying over there though. In Winter Haven.
He's still running streets.
He's still. I bet he is, man.
100%. Yeah.
I bet he is.
That was his thing, though. He ran streets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to see players in there when I'd go in there but more when I was at FLZ, we were there a lot, and I used to see players when I go in there, just like I'd go, "You're a football player. You're doing this in public." I was like, none of these guys are, because they were all young kids.
Yeah.
None of them were ever worried about their careers or anything.
Well, there's times where the Bucks weren't doing well, and then I'm getting calls. Hey, boy, your boy's over here at the Kennedy, all wigged out on X and blah, blah. And I'm like, what? On Friday nights and Saturdays and like on everything I love. I had 9 years, and I never went out on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And
right, you got to prepare for that. Yeah.
I never had a drink, nothing. I was ready to rock. Now Sunday night, Monday night, I'm gonna get it on. But you got to be able to. You got to take care. If you're out Friday night boozing, you're not trying.
No, not at all. It was like Michael Chandler when he looked at McGregor a couple weeks ago. Saw him partying at 2:00 in the morning. He said, "That's not a guy who's going to fight."
But I'm going to say this about those guys. I think a lot of those guys don't slow down. Like I think Conor McGregor works out like a maniac, and I think he drinks like a maniac. John Jones is the same thing.
Yeah, but John Jones is ruining him from being one of the greatest champions of all time. I mean, they all say he's the best.
And the drugs.
That's what I'm saying, the drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, they say he's the greatest champion ever, but that's what's hurting him.
But they say he goes out and booze. He goes out boozing a week before his fight or something. He says in his brain, it makes him think he has an excuse if he loses, which makes him crazy.
Yeah. Well, listen, the guy's an ass kicker.
I don't want to fight him.
No, I definitely don't want to fight him. All right, I got to take a break. We'll come back, and we still got time. We'll wrap up the show. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. You guys were watching what you thought might be Grand Theft Auto video.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the cars or the bus or the truck crashing into a pole at different miles per hour?
No.
Yes.
There is a video out, and it says this is a car crashing into a pole at 10 miles an hour, and it shows it dents.
It's like the poles that come up from the ground.
From the ground, yeah. Then 20 miles per hour, and then 30, and then it shows you at 50 and 100, and then it shows you how much the effect is on the car. First, the front just wraps around it, and after a while, the faster you go, it's ripping through the car, the seats flying out of the thing. I watched it, and I was blown away by it, and I was blown away at the fact that they would rebuild that car every time just to smash it again. And you have to use the same one for the right, to see the science of it and all that. So they'd have to rebuild it and then run it again, and then all of a sudden it was a pickup truck. I'm sorry, not a pickup truck, but like one that hauls a 18-wheeler, one of those little cabs in the front, and it was going, according to them, 250 miles an hour, and what the effect would be like. At the point I realized I'm watching something that's AI. But I mean, Galvin, it looked so real until the facts came in. I'm like, well, this truck can't go 250 miles an hour.
But also, once it wrecks one, structurally, you can't rebuild it to be
right. I was saying they were easily using another one or whatever. But I mean, I watched one the other day with a city bus. They show city buses smashing into things. And the video is amazing, but it's not real.
Have you seen the video of the guy on the motorcycle that's going around and doing this stuff, and then he goes around and it stops right as the semi's about to hit him?
Oh,
and he gets off, and the Grim Reaper stand there, and then you realize it's not even real at all. Yeah, that's wild.
We're really in a scary time.
Yeah.
Well, this clip of GTA 6, it said like footage, and it had all the icons on the screen, and the more you watch it, you realize it's just some guy, and he's walking in real life, but it looked like half video game for a second. Like, oh my God, this looks so realistic. And they're like, there's no way this is real.
We're screwed.
But it was fake.
Oh,
No, I don't believe anything anymore.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I believe nothing.
I don't know what. Anything that I'm not seeing firsthand, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, do you remember? I believe it was during COVID, but you remember there was a couple news articles where people had seen the same person in different parts of stands in different speeches. So it was like it would be the same woman that was like copied and pasted in a different part of the audience over and over again.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
and that was like on CNN, Fox News that were using that, whatever that was, when they were broadcasting Biden's speech or a Trump speech or a press conference. You'd be like, how is the same person in 3 different spots?
Well, remember here when there was the video of Longoria catching the ball, like right before it hit the reporter's face?
Yes. Right. I mean, that looked great.
People thought that was real.
Yeah.
What about Brady throwing the ball into the ball
machine?
pitch?
Yeah, it looked real.
It looks so real.
It looks real. And the Longoria thing looks real, but there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You know the Longoria thing is fake, but Tom Brady's such a god. You're like, maybe he really maybe.
Is it impossible? I think with them spinning, it's impossible for the ball to get in there.
But if you go in if it's spinning outwards,
impossible.
I don't know. He's Tom Brady though.
He throws it hard though.
He does. What's going on at the Dignitary Kava Bar? Anything we should know about?
Nothing. I think we have this Friday. We have karaoke with our girl Fancha. And other than that, we just we hang out.
What is her name?
Fancha.
That's a nice name.
It is.
You sing karaoke?
I do not. I've never, and I probably never will.
So the only time I ever sang karaoke outside of the show was in Japan, because in Japan they have those little rooms that you go in and you do it, and I was a little drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, in the middle of the day too.
I would have to be drunk to do it, and I don't drink like that anymore, so I don't think I'll ever do it.
Maybe not drunk, but I definitely was drinking. Yeah. The kids in the beginning, they were like, no, this is silly, because they're all embarrassed. Then once you do it once or twice, they're fighting for the microphone.
People really, I watch people doing it. It definitely enlightens them. It does something to them singing. Even if they're terrible, they come out and they just feel good about doing it.
You know who did it?
Do I know?
Simeon Rice. Simeon Rice said that after a game, he would have so much energy built up into him, he'd need to put that energy out somewhere, and he'd go home and sing karaoke.
Simeon's the most different person I've met.
But this is what he said to me. He goes, he said to me, sometimes I go, what do you do after a game? He goes, I go home and I relax, take a bubble bath, and then I go, oh, back it up. And I go, you think? He goes, yeah, take a bubble bath.
Why not?
Yeah, but the way he said it, like he made it like he had rose petals in there and stuff. But then one day he was like, sometimes I can't sleep, so I get up and I sing karaoke, and that helps me go back to bed. And then the next day I go, wait a second, back it up. And he goes, what? I go, you had a karaoke machine? And he goes, yeah, I went and bought one. And he goes, and then I sing karaoke. So sure as hell, next Wednesday when he came in to do the show, I had a karaoke machine all set up and ready to go. And we sang a duet. We sang Endless Love together. Awesome. It was fantastic. It was great.
I used to just drink a bottle and a half of liquor to go to sleep. It wasn't quite as glamorous. That's real.
Yeah, we sang Endless Love, looking into each other's eyes. Mm-hmm. He's a handsome man. What can I say?
He's jacked up.
He had some abs. He's in good shape. Thank you, Ian, for coming by. Check out the Dignitary Kava Bar. It is on Gandy and West Shore. You can't miss it. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Asta Corey Feldman will be here. What else we have tomorrow?
Dom, and that's it.
Dom. Then Wednesday, an open letter.